bang. We right back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit, baby. Come on down. Link in the chat. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we finna run it back and finish talking about this event that happened last night. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all get y'all opinions and views off. Get y'all points across. You feel me? We ain't gonna interrupt you. We gonna let you rock out. This is what we do over here. This fighting words with bang, baby. You understand me? So y'all pull on up. Scary hours. Tony Ho. We here, baby. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. If y'all new to the channel, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe and hit them notifications and things of that nature. My guy.
What's good, man?
Dungy. What's up, B?
Just chilling, bro. How you doing?
Hey man, we here, man. You already know what's going on. We here, baby.
Hey, man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Especially after last night. I'm a proud black man today, brother. I must
Nah, that's a
say.
fact. That's a
Yes,
fact.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's a fact, boy.
Hey, you
Yeah,
called it
yeah.
back. I was worried. You definitely called it on the live. You was, hey, for anybody who wasn't in the live last night, Bang was 110% confident before that fight.
I
All
told him.
Crawford.
I told him. I
Yes,
told
you
him, dog.
did. Yes, you did.
Told him, dog. I told him when they was asking me like, man, how you feel after the weigh-ins? What you think about like how you still got that after the way? I say, man, listen, man, I understand the dangers of this fight. I understand who we dealing with. I understand that this is Canelo, but I'm rocking with Bud, bro, by decision, bro. He gonna win on points. And damn so no. Not only did he win on points, but he damn near dropped him or stopped him. Canelo was on the verge of being hurt out there in that 11th and that 12th round.
Hey, Bang, 30 more seconds. I definitely think he dropped him in the 12th.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe so too. Tago,
Hey,
what's up, baby Bo?
what's good, Tago?
Foreign. I got foreign, little brother. What's
What's the
going down?
word? What's the
Bro,
word,
what's
man?
cracking,
What's the
bro?
word?
What's up, bro?
Man, you got it, man.
Hey, Bang, but did you see something crazy after the fight? I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't know how much of the post-fight shit y'all watched. Did y'all
What you
see,
saw?
bro, they said Bud won the 11th and 12th round on all three of the judges' scorecards. So do
Right.
you know on that one judge's card, that means he had it 5-5
He
after 10?
needed it. He needed it. Salute. I say salute. Salute to Tango. I'm reading this shit. According to that narrative right there, Bud needed the 10th. I mean, needed the 11th and the 12th round, bro. In reality, bro, that was 11-1 fight, bro. That was like a 10-2 if we being generous.
If we being generous, because I really can't think of two. I can't think of two clear rounds Canelo won. I'm
That's
sorry,
what
I
I'm
can't.
saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. EH,
What's happening, y'all?
what's up, big brother?
Good
Hey,
OG.
listen, I just want to say this. Congratulations to Bud. Did it.
Fact.
Made history. And right now, in my opinion, Bud and Usyk don't owe nobody shit.
That's a
Go
fact.
rest. Lead them two alone, bro. Lead them the fuck
That's a
alone.
fact.
They,
That's a
man,
fact.
listen, motherfuckers don't owe nobody nothing. When Bud do decide to make a move again as far as some money, Bud versus Floyd in an exhibition. Build up a fake beef, talk some shit about who the best, and go get y'all a big ass fucking bag. That's what I want to
Yeah,
see Bud do. Fuck, Bud ain't got to fight
yeah.
nobody else, bro. Do exhibitions from now, bro. Because all people want you to do is keep fighting until you lose, till you get old. Everybody gonna get old, and that's
That's
what
a fact.
motherfuckers want to see. So they gonna start
Fact.
telling you to fight heavyweights and fight light heavy. Man, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all
Yeah. They were trying to get him. They were
that. He
saying,
did his thing, bro.
yeah, he definitely did
Oh,
his
man,
thing.
man, did you see Turkey punk ass? I don't know if that was Twitter or what. Turkey punk ass gonna hit David Benavidez and say, "Can you still make 168?"
Bro, come on, bro. Like, bro, come
He's not
on,
a
bro.
he's not a boxing dude, bro.
That nigga play video games all day, bro.
Yeah, he ain't no boxing dude. He a clown, man.
No, but
He
it's
just
like
got
you
that
said,
position in the
EA.
government where he can allocate the money.
Yeah, but don't try to make our champion lose. You ain't about to have him doing no outrageous shit to prove something to who? Hell no.
Right. See, look, Tom Brown say, fuck exhibition. Do it for real. 41-0 versus 50-0. Someone O has to go. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Floyd is 50 years old, bro. We gotta be realistic with these conversations, bro. If we talking about a Bud versus a Floyd, Floyd is 50 years old. He like 48, 49. He not an old man
Who
in real life. Like 50, you can still, you know what I'm saying? You can still be on your best shit at 50. But competing in a real boxing match against niggas that's active and you
Man,
ain't
Bud
active and you
kills
50,
Floyd right now. Yeah, Bud
yeah,
kills
bro.
Floyd.
Like,
I don't want to see that shit.
who who
yeah, we know, we
who
know, we
said that?
don't, we
Who
don't
said
even want
that? Who
Tim Brown.
who said that?
I mean, yeah, Tone Brown.
What's good, Greg?
Tone Brown.
Who that? My boy Dungy?
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
What's up, gang?
What's up,
Form, what
brother?
up? EH, what up?
Man, I'm sick of these
Form,
goofy ass
pass that.
motherfuckers. Stupid shit, bro. Motherfuckers is goofy,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Hey
but
man,
Greg, hey, but Greg,
God
hey, but
listen,
damn.
Greg.
listen, man. I'm gonna let y'all cook, cause when like I'm gonna let y'all cook, cause when I cook, I'm chopping the whole card, nigga. Bro, look, no, see, look, I'm gonna just start here, bro, because see, motherfuckers like, and this is something. This is a prime fact. It is the whole card, right? The whole
Right.
card is a prime fact of it. Fuck your age and fuck all of that. If you old enough to analyze something to where you can watch something and break it down, motherfuckers got to start respecting everybody's opinion, bro. That's why sometimes me, like y'all say, that's why sometimes I listen to any motherfucker, because I feel like, bro, if you watch some shit, you can analyze it, bro. Motherfuckers will say you this or that, but it's like, yeah, nigga, but it's like, bro, I know what I saw, bro. I know what I've been seeing from what, like, from I've been. Come on, bro. So I'm gonna let y'all chop, and then just let me know when it's clear.
I got you. What you
Hey,
finna
hey,
get off,
hey, hey,
BJ?
Greg, though. Yeah, I was about to say, hey, Greg, you see, they asked Bud what's next, and he said, I mean, they specifically asked him about Boots. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen it.
And he said, no, not at 154. He ain't ruled out the Boots fight though. That's a good thing though.
Yeah, it
You,
could be. It could
hey,
be.
G, you think Boots
Hold on,
Boots
hold
go to
on.
60?
Hold on, Dungeon. Hold on, Dungeon.
Uh-huh.
My bad,
All
my
right.
bad. Let me speak on that. Um, I don't think he was I don't think he was only just ruling out 154. The way that he said hell no was like, man, I'm not fighting that nigga.
Mm.
That's how I took it. I didn't take it like 154. I took it like he was talking like, man, I'm not fighting Boots. Y'all can forget about that. You feel me? That's how I took it. You feel me?
He
But
ain't
bang,
gotta fight him.
but
He
bang.
ain't
With
gotta
that being
fight him
said, what
though.
is that?
That's the see,
What up?
people don't realize everybody's career go like that. It was the same thing with Floyd. When a guy gets to a certain point, it's gonna be younger guys coming up behind you that's calling you out. And it's not that they can't fight, but this is a business and everybody's career trajectory is different. It's
Good point,
always gonna be
OG.
young guys coming up calling out other guys. That's the nature of the game. But I don't have to fight Boost to prove nothing, bro. He don't have to. Boost getting ready to be in that position in another 5 years. He getting ready to be
Right.
in that position. They just moved at a different time, bud. Even EJ and them, they was a little bit ahead of Boost. Could they have 4 Boosts? Yeah, they could have because they was in the same weight division. Right now, EJ's sick because that was supposed to be him. Ben was talking about Derek James and Ben was talking about fighting Canelo and Triple G. That was supposed to be
Yeah.
EJ. I know EJ's sick right now, bro. I'm telling you, he's sick right now.
Well, he
But man,
said,
he ain't
I
got to
mean, the
fight
whole
Boost.
time he was right, he was rooting for Bud. He was rocking with Bud the whole time.
Who?
EJ.
Errol.
Who? Oh yeah. I
EJ.
seen that interview. Yeah,
And
yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Floyd won like $150 on that boy last night. I mean, 150,000 on that boy last night.
Hey, you know what though? you know what though? Before we switch subjects, right? Now that we saw how this shit actually played out, I think we gotta give Errol. Like I saw a comment, somebody said this shit. We gotta give Errol Spence his credit, bro. Maybe that nigga is good, and Terrence Crawford is just something completely from another world, bro. Cause looking at the way he did Canelo after the fact of him doing Errol Spence like that, motherfuckers were saying, "Oh, that was his greatest win," and Errol Spence was after a car accident. No, maybe Errol Spence was in prime shape and he just got steamrolled. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna say this too. This how I'm gonna start mine off. Canelo has the greatest chin I've saw with two eyes, bro. That nigga was getting hit every which way, boy. Like 5, 6 of them. Like it was a point, bro, where Bud, I think he stole a whole minute. He did exactly what I said. He gotta start and finish everything. He gotta start. He did exactly what I said from round one. Honestly, I gave Canelo round one just because they was being nice. But if you really ask me, I think that shit was more like 12-0, like 11-1. Like it was like damn near a complete no-hitter.
I
Like
do too, Ford. I totally fucking agree. That shit was not close. I don't know no round where I felt like damn Canelo took that one. I
and,
don't.
and you know what? And you know what? Greg brought
Hey,
up a good
Ellie Setback went and walked
man.
down on Canelo and say, "Man, I think I'm the only person that had you winning the fight. I scored the fight for you, boy. If you don't get your bitch ass,
Hey, Bang, I saw that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
no, he a
And I'm gonna be,
professional dick eater. He's a
hey,
professional
Bang,
dick
I'm gonna
eater.
be real
Excuse
with you,
that
bro.
language, but that's what he is.
Bang, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm kind of mad at you for even mentioning his name because I was gonna touch on that shit, but I wasn't gonna give him no like, bro. That's the type of nigga this fight really this shit is really showing us true colors in motherfuckers. Even niggas like Showbiz, like I see why niggas call him corny, bro. I
No,
see why.
Max Kellerman was trying to give excuses too on the
Like,
low.
yeah,
Is this just a different Canelo that can't, he just can't get it? Is he just no? Canelo said, "I feel great. I felt great." No, nigga, that nigga just whooped my ass. Period.
they making the excuses for him.
Max Kellerman changed too. That used to be my guy, but I'm listening to how he talking. He's changed, bro. I think he going for the money. This motherfucker, he went on a fucking like 10-minute explanation of fucking why Dana White is so great for boxing. I could not believe that
Right,
shit because Max Kellerman, besides being a good sportscaster, Max Kellerman went to Columbia University. He's not a fucking dummy. And for me to
Right.
sit there and listen to him say that shit, I said, nigga, they didn't put a gap in your hand, nigga. They didn't give you some
yeah, they
money.
be showing
Because
that. They be
there's
Hey,
no
showing that
way.
favoritism.
hey, that keeping it real shit got him fired. He ain't keeping it real no more.
Yeah, he ain't keeping it real no more.
Right.
No, y'all got
Right.
yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
Yeah,
if
you
y'all
good.
Yeah, we doing
if
great.
y'all ever if y'all ever peep if y'all ever pay attention to the structure of the commentators, it's always somebody keeping it real. It's always somebody that's neutral, and then it's always a stern, tough white man always that's always trying to lay the law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
that's how Larry Merchant got cussed out by Floyd and Bernard. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Right,
always they was I got and I don't think it was his true opinion. I think they was asking him to be that way. So then when it left him, Jim Lampley was kind of left to do that, but I think Jim Lampley wasn't with it because Jim Lampley was just always the one that called the shit. And then now, after the game changed a little bit, all right, we need that type of structure back. So they bring back Max Kellerman. And Max Kellerman is that guy now.
right,
That's
right.
fucked up.
Wait, so Dre was the one to keep it real, and then who was the other side?
Um,
The other guy was just a guy
the
we never
guy,
heard of.
the
Yeah,
guy in the
you're
middle
right.
who was talking,
Wasn't
he
really
from
saying
UFC.
shit.
He's a good commentator too. He from UFC though. I forget what his name. He named Anthem or something. He's a good commentator though.
Oh,
I can
word.
give him
Okay,
that. He's a good
okay.
commentator.
But like he said, he a good commentator, but he from the UFC. So that
Yeah.
means you got to be neutral.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you
Bro, the best animated commentator in the game is what's that boy name? Marlo, the one that's like bipolar or schizophrenic or something. He
oh, you
always
talking about the
rapping.
one that be like, no one man should have all this power.
Y'all know who I like?
No,
I
I
like
don't know,
Tarver,
cuz.
bro.
Who
I
is
like
that?
Tarver.
He
No,
from
Tarver
Like
was
QVC with
hating
the
on Dad.
glasses.
Tarver was on some cool shit in that Dev and them event though.
Yeah.
For
I like Tarver.
the way he was talking about Dev was crazy, bro.
I feel like Gabe is a
Tarver be
good.
blowing that weed, dog.
I feel like Gabe is a good commentator
And,
Facts.
Tar-
too.
and Tarver always want to talk about himself. He always throw himself in there. And for don't he always say, Bud, I've been telling y'all Bud one of the greatest because he remind me so
Hey,
much
that
of
nigga
me.
Antonio Tarver funny as hell. But bro, hey, bro, back to this
That's his
shit. You know
name,
what?
Mauro Ranillo.
Hey, you know what? You know what? A good point that G brought up in the smoke show. Like that fight was so nigga. It really felt like I was finna fight. Like it felt like I was in a ring, bro. Dead ass.
Hey, Ford, I got
Like,
emotional when Bud got in the ring. Nigga, I swear to God I did.
nigga. And then, but the crazy thing about that shit was like, I feel like I disrespected Bud even because not just my question was like, could he take the power? But I started like thinking of like what G was saying, hearing what everybody's saying, hearing all you feel me, the experts say this. I'm like, damn, like, can he really do it? But one of the things that really impressed me is how quick Bud actually did adjust to him, bro. Like the thing that I noticed, bro, is if you really notice, Bud like he started letting him hit him to the body because he knew he was too slow. And I like after the second round, I literally called it. I'm like, this nigga is too slow for Bud. So every time he started hitting Bud to the body, Bud would throw a little block and come right back with a hook. And it was perfect. Like that was what was surprising to me, bro. I'm like, damn, he moved all the way up to 168 and he just was adjusting on the fly every like exchange, every second. Like G said, he would let him drag him into the corner and pivot right outside the corner, making Canelo look completely foolish. Damn near falling through the ring. Like that nigga was man,
No,
bro. And then
no,
he
that
was
that that
touching him.
that go to what Bang say though. The thing and Bang said it in the live and it was true. How Bud was keeping that foot on the outside so he could turn and make Canelo reset anytime he felt like it. He couldn't catch up to him. It didn't even matter
Right.
if he was right in front of him. Bud knew all I got to do is pivot and I'm right back out of range. That was like the most beautiful thing to me, man. That
See,
shit
I
was
see, see, and
man.
another element that was beautiful to me, bro, is I think we all underestimated his skills for real, because we was all saying like as if like his skills, if we didn't know his shit, he was that superior. You get what I'm saying? Like I get it's tough to call that. It's a tough situation to call it actually, but I actually put money behind the guy because it's like when you really looking at the guy's skills, bro, how can you doubt him against this guy? We know the styles, we know the history. Like we know the cultures. You feel me? Like when it all boils down, one guy is gonna fight one way, and one guy, if he comes with his head on straight, is gonna fight another way. It might have some more
Right.
elements to it, but
ain't
bro,
gonna
I
lie.
knew how that shit was gonna shake out. That's why, bro. And if you really look at the shit, it went exactly how I called it. As soon as Canelo Tank started going on E, which is round 10, like I said, nigga in the 11th round, Bud started really standing in the pocket with him in the middle of the ring, damn near dropped him with not with a shot that hit his glove, not with no equilibrium shot, with something right to the chin. Two, three, four of them. That's what
No,
I'm saying. Like Canelo got one of the strongest chins I've saw. I'm not gonna
Wait,
lie,
wait,
that
wait,
nigga
wait,
shit is
wait, wait,
sturdy.
wait, wait. Fawn.
Yeah,
It's a few people in the comments saying that you was saying that Canelo was gonna beat him. Now, don't get me wrong. Originally,
man,
when I first hold on,
bro,
hold on.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If
Originally,
you, bro,
originally,
hold
I-
on, bro. If you, hold on, bro, before you even fall into that rabbit hole, bro, that's why when Justin Jackson said it, I looked at it and I literally looked at it with a clean face because you can go on every channel I've been on since that fight has
right,
been announced. You can ask anybody who I was picking. I said the same thing. He's going down in 11.
right.
Come on, Bang. Come on, Bang.
Hey,
Come
man,
on, bro.
I'm just telling
Come
you
on,
what the
hey,
fam.
people
It,
Bang,
it
saying.
don't even
now
it
I'm
don't
just
even
Bang.
matter what it
representing what
don't
the
even
people
matter with,
saying.
with a few people
Cause,
in no
cause, cause
comments say,
look,
man. Come on.
cause look. I was, I was, um, I was on the fence at first. I was saying like, man, bro, that nigga Canelo gonna catch Bud. But like in this past like month or two, or maybe even more, like bro, I've been riding with Bud, and I stood on my pick.
Now
I
listen,
got tired of this
I,
bullshit.
I'm one of them niggas, Bang, that I definitely thought Canelo was gonna win, but I think it was Thursday. I watched Sean Porter, and he. This is what finally kind of changed me when he said, and it was the truth. He said the Canelo you see in the first round is the Canelo you gonna see in the 12th. He never adjusts.
Right.
Bud is the king of adjustments, and he said, we also know Canelo will get frustrated. That kind of gave me a lot of reserve. I was just like everybody else, I guess. Though I was just worried that
Hey,
Bud could
look,
take his
hey,
power.
look. You could track this back. I'm trying to think of. These are my exact words, bro. From the when the fight was announced, I said, Bud, this is not nothing. If he couldn't do this, he wouldn't be trying to go for the nigga. This is not nothing he's not ready for. I've been saying this
Right.
shit for a while, bro.
No,
If he knew
four
he
one
couldn't
hundred
take the
percent
punch,
said
he
bang
wouldn't
that
have
that
took the
that
fight.
I believe him.
and Foreign said that because I remember I got mad at him because Foreign said Bud is not Charlo, that he was gonna
Thank
get it
you.
done.
I've
But
been saying this
Foreign
shit,
definitely
bro.
said that.
Since the fight been announced. This shit is proof in the pudding, bro. I've been saying this shit since he whooped Spence. Y'all niggas are saying, oh, he wild. Oh, he bub. All this other lame ass shit, bro. Niggas be trying to say all this. Like I said, bro, I know what I'm seeing from the nigga, bro. I know that when he's even, bro, I said this after Madrimov. I said he was, come on, bro. Come on. That's why I can't even believe you saying this, Bang. You knew who I
I
was
ain't gonna
talking
I
lie.
to,
didn't
man.
say it. I didn't say it.
Come
I'm
on
telling
now.
you what the
Bro,
people
I put
saying in
my
the
money down.
comments.
That's the difference. But I actually put bread down. That's why I'm glad. I
I
put
ain't gonna
paper
Talk
lie.
on
your
this.
shit.
Speaking
You
on
feel me?
adjustments, the biggest adjustment I think I did like from Bud last night was taking away the lead hook to the body from Canelo. That left arm to the body, he was taking away that a lot. I feel like that was the biggest adjustment because a lot of people kind of get catch with that hook when because Canelo kind of like to set it up, and I feel like Bud do a lot of studying, play this IQ because every time Canelo wanna do that lead hook to the body, he kind of like do a little turn like this, or he'll try to get on you whenever like people say he ain't a jabber. When he throw the jab, he use it to like touch your wrist or to like parry a jab from you. When he do that, he just do it to get close enough to try to the lead hook to the body. But Bud used to nullify that. I think that was a good adjustment last night. That was pretty
That's a good observation, sir. Where you from, sir?
good. The Bahamas.
Are you from the Bahamas?
Yeah.
All right,
Chino,
That's my
all right.
dog,
Chino,
Chase Benji.
Chino.
Yeah, that's the
Take
folks.
Fiji.
Yes, sir.
Nah, for
No,
real.
yeah, that's the fact. Canelo usually only throw that jab to try to move your lead hand off the way, just to come back behind it with that hook.
You never have no power on it. Just a touch. He touch your wrist. He power your job, and then he set it up
Yep,
for the lead up
yep.
to the body. Yeah, that was a good adjustment by Bud.
You
Though he
know,
had
you
some
want to
stuff.
know something, bro? What I noticed after the fight, Canelo, something that I noticed about him speaking English, it is good because he could only say so much, but you could get exactly what he meant. If you really paid attention to what he said and how he said his body just couldn't do nothing else. If you look at the fight, you can tell. Because after he hit him with his best shot, we all knew it was his best shot. It was in a sixth round. It was a clean, straight right. He tagged him with it against the ropes. He saw Bud had no reaction to that shot. He went to the corner. Eddie Reynoso told him, do something different. He told him I couldn't. I'm
Mm.
telling you, bro, that man was gone in the 8th round. The 10th round, he was just fighting just to stay alive.
Bro, I feel like that nigga Bud had him beat by the third round.
Mm.
He had
Me,
already
me,
figured
me,
him
me
out. And
too, bang. Me too, bang.
Canelo was already frustrated and looked like he was damn near getting tired already
Yep.
because Bud did what I told him to do. Burn them legs out.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
do too much in that first quarter and have that nigga like have to try to find you a little bit in that first quarter. In that first and damn sure enough, halfway through that third round, I seen Canelo take that breath like, oh, here we go with this shit. God damn.
Hey, Ben,
Like,
you know what's
you know what I'm
crazy?
saying?
You know something I just
Yes,
picked up
yes.
on that you just said, bro? You just
What's
said
that?
something perfect, and this is exactly why he did exactly how good he did yesterday. Because he didn't do too much all night.
Right,
He did, but you know the difference between greats and good fighters though? They don't do too much, but they do just enough to win the fight. And that's exactly
right,
what he did. Because like you said, in the first round, all he was doing was ones and twos. All he was beating them with
right,
was the jab all day. And then he might throw
right,
something like a quick hook or something, but all he was doing was jabbing him all day and just burning his legs, moving him.
right.
But this is why I could see the fight a little bit closer. Like like I could see why they gave him 4 rounds, because after the 3rd round, I feel like Canelo started to like he was applying effective pressure to where like he was in front of him, kind of negating what Bud was doing. It wasn't really landing as well as Bud would wanted to, but Canelo was still there. Like he was controlling the ring every second of damn near of those rounds. Like maybe like 3-4 for me. Maybe the 4 and 5. 4 and 5. I say he was controlling most of those rounds. You feel me? So I could see why, but it was just like that nigga Crawford, bro. He just had too much for him, bro. He didn't. It was too much for Canelo, but not too much for Crawford to be out of place, to be getting hit with crazy shots. Like, man, bro, that nigga, bro, that shit was masterful, bro. And the thing about it is, he was so much in the fight that I don't think people understand how masterful of a boxing lesson that was. That's why I'm so praised on it, bro. Because every other fight besides the Majimov, which everybody want to wash that shit off. Okay, so let's wash it off. Besides that fight, we saw Bud kill niggas, crush shit. So to see him put on something like this in the biggest moment, actually fulfill like how we thought. Like niggas could say whatever they want, bro, but us, we know, bro, what we really knew was gonna happen.
Sorry
So for
to
him to
take you.
perform is crazy, bro. Like,
No, sorry to take away from the
nah,
Bud
bro,
vibe,
you good.
but I know everybody's watching the Bud thing, but I don't know if everybody get to watch that guy Crocker who get the IBF welterweight title. What y'all think
Oh,
about
Lewis
that
Crocker
guy?
and Patty Donovan.
Yeah, what y'all think about just Crocker on the whole? Like, how y'all think he'd fare up in the welterweight division? Because I was trying to figure out how he get the belt. I didn't really know where how the IBF get over there. But what y'all think about just Crocker on the whole? How he'd fare up
Ain't
against
that
the welterweight?
47? Boots dropped that belt when he went up to 54, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
but
that's how he got that motherfucker. I think he had a fight before this and he fought. I forgot. But Clip was talking about that shit. But shit, did that fight happen already? I didn't even see that shit.
yeah, he fight. I think it was
It was
maybe
early in the day.
early in the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
and the Anyway and MJ fight too.
yeah, I didn't
Anyway,
I
catch
definitely.
that.
and you know what? Y'all was right. Let's my bad, bro, but I gotta say this real quick because this is another instance of when I should have listened. Because when I said this to Bang and G on the live, y'all niggas was like, what? When I said MJ was gonna be Anyway toughest fight, and he made that nigga look like cheese. MJ was damn near scared to do something.
I
He was
didn't even catch the
scared.
fight. They didn't even catch the fight.
He literally like I don't know. That was not the Murderzam Academia, whatever the fuck his name is. That was not the same dude, bro. That nigga looked like a whole different person, bro. That nigga
I told
anyway made him
I,
look different.
I told somebody, I forgot who I was talking to, somebody at the gym, and they was like, yo, MJ can fight. And this and I'm like, no, he could fight. I'm like, he a bitch though. And they like, damn, G, why you calling him a bitch? I said, cuz he ran from Cool Boy, bro. He had Cool Boy waiting for like a year and a half or some shit.
Two
Like,
years, 2 years.
yeah, trying to get that fight, bro. So that's how I knew he really ain't had a heart. So then Inoue, I think he probably felt confident with Inoue because Inoue a little smaller, and you know he had came up to 22. So I think he probably thought he had a chance. But then once he got in there, he ain't want no trouble. He ain't want no fucking trouble.
And plus, he probably was viewing anyway just as a knockout puncher because MJ can't deal with no boxing, and he knows Scooter's a superior boxer, but he didn't realize anyway can box too. I watched that fight. I
Right.
just watched that motherfucker. Yeah, he didn't
Yo,
realize that.
what was
I
that fight
definitely
on
missed it.
though?
Yeah, I
It
didn't
On
came
even
on
catch it.
4,
Facebook,
4 a.m. It came on
it
4
came.
a.m.
Yeah, it was
No,
It
no.
came.
What
It was
what
on
Japan.
what
It was
Facebook.
in
program?
Japan, G.
Oh,
It was on.
Facebook,
It was on
top rope
Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook. Yep.
Damn.
Damn, he fought on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Top
no.
Rank Facebook, Top Rank Facebook page because they affiliated with Top Rank, and since Top Rank
Yeah.
don't got no network, you know
Exactly.
what I mean? For us over here,
Wow.
that was the only way to get it. It
Bob,
was
Hey,
Bob out here
speaking of
fiending.
speaking of cool boy, two things real quick though. Speaking of cool, well, I'll go to Bud first. Another thing I wanted to circle back to that. Another thing I really like that Bud was doing. Bud was one of the only guys. Even Bivol didn't do this. Bud was the only one that I noticed that when Canelo wanted to take his breaks, Bud was throwing combos and was throwing punches at him. He never really let Canelo take those deep breaths and just walk around the, reset, take his time resetting. That was one thing
Yeah.
I liked. But speaking of Cool Boy, I just think maybe I'm tripping y'all, but I think Cool Boy is going to dust shot the fuck off.
Mm.
I do,
I see
bro.
that too.
I
I hate.
don't think
I wouldn't be
Shockey got nothing
surprised.
for him, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They would foreign. I wouldn't be surprised.
He
I
should.
hate the.
I mean, I
I
think
hate
he got
the.
a superior skill package, so he should. I don't
But
see that.
Shockey
Hate
talking
the.
crazy,
Hey,
like he
look,
just think
look,
that shit gonna
look.
be simple.
Bang, you got a
Look.
super chat.
No, I know. I hate to agree with y'all on that, but you know, and that's Houston, that's Texas. You feel me? But I feel like Cool Boy looked better in his last performance than Osaki looked in his past couple of performances. So I'm going off of what I just saw. You feel me? Hey,
Oh,
3-4-10. We love to love. Um, Seeing a lot of guys praising Crawford for using Skull's game plan. I get Bud did it better, but let's be honest, dude was running. Why you
Bro,
holding fire on me for that, man?
Bud sat down and went nose to nose with that nigga late in the fight. What are
man,
you
Hey
talking
man,
about?
go to sleep,
man,
nigga.
hey
Go to
man, burn
sleep,
that nigga,
nigga.
man. You know
God.
what it is? Burn him.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey, hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, hey,
He's
hey,
off
hey,
his
hey,
shit.
hey,
He's
hey,
off
see,
his
look,
shit.
see, look, see, look, see, look, OGs, look. I'm really putting y'all on game because if you notice, I let him get it off. Don't even burn him. If he want to waste his dough, let him spin. Come on now. Come on.
Hey
What are
Benji, do
you
me a
talking
favor,
about?
Benji.
Let that man spin. Let him say
Hey
whatever he got to
Benji,
say as long as
tell
it's
that
a
nigga to
super
shut the
chat.
fuck up in the way you talk, bro. I want to hear it. I said,
Man,
shut.
shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up.
Burn him.
Folks,
Look, we love to love, baby, but I don't think that was, I don't
hey,
think
you
that
know
was
what?
what was
Can
going on out
hey
there,
G
man.
G G
Mm-mm.
G can we get a breakdown on the difference of the game plans and what you saw? The difference between those game plans and what was executed.
I mean, I'm gonna make it quick. It's a simple. It's simple. If that was Skull's game plan, then how the fuck did Skull lose? You know what I'm saying? I don't. I think Skull was running. You know what I'm saying? Bud was working. Bud was boxing. Bud
Yep.
was dictating. You know what I'm saying? Bud was in
Thank you.
control. Bud was in control at least 11 rounds out of 12. So I don't know what Cuz talking about. I think he just
Well,
did that for the reaction.
Bud stayed
Hey
in the
G,
pocket them last couple of rounds and beat the shit out of Canelo. What the fuck he
yeah.
talking about? What was he
Hey
watching?
G, I don't know if you heard it, but I was telling Bang after the fight. Do you know they said Bud won the 11th and the 12th on all three judges' card? So that
Yeah.
means hold on, but that means after 10, G, one of the refs had it. I mean, one of the judges had it 5-5
Yeah, because one of them
because
judges
he
only
won
had
one.
Bud winning by
Yeah,
bro. One of them only had Bud winning by 2 rounds. The other two had him only winning by 4 rounds.
right.
But
You feel
y'all
me?
gotta always remember the cartel. Always remember.
The
Those
nigga
who
stupid,
know,
So,
dog.
so
you
Turkey
should
You
scared
Hey,
of them
hey,
stay
hey,
niggas
there,
too.
but your boy, you
hey,
step
look,
on the
hey, look,
toe.
hey, look, hey, look. I'm gonna just say this, bro. In Vegas, in them casinos, you will be surprised at who got their hands in them pots.
that's
No
all I'm
cap.
saying.
Like,
That's all
No
I'm
cap.
saying.
Hey, look,
Hey,
when I looked at
hey,
the
bang,
odds,
hey, bang.
bro.
Oshaki is banking on the fact that Cool Boy's coming up because he keeps talking about the size shit. But I think he's gonna be surprised on the night of that fight.
Me too,
bro, I
EA.
was surprised. I was surprised to see that them niggas was the same size.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
thought
I don't
I
know what
thought
Oshaki
Cool
was
Boy.
looking at.
I I thought Cool Boy. Like I thought once they stood side by side, I thought Cool Boy was gonna be smaller than Osaki. They the same size. When I say small, I mean I thought he was shorter. I just thought he was a smaller man. You feel me, Paul? But them niggas, they size up. So look, let's go transports. We love to love, man. Walsh, what you think? What y'all think about Walsh? Walsh that fought
I
what you
like him.
call it last night?
I like him, man. Remember I said that during the live, man. I
Yeah,
checked him out. I like Walsh, man.
yeah,
Walsh
he
Man,
got a
like
nice jab. He
he
got a
he
nice
he
jab.
he, he awkward.
He got a lot to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah, he awkward.
hey, I'm
But
gonna
you
say
but you
this.
you, you don't think he could be good though, G?
No, he could be, but he got a lot to learn. He got a lot to learn.
yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
see when I look at guys, I always look at who at the top. Do you think he could fuck with Janabek
No.
in any way?
No.
Do you think he
No,
could
G,
fuck with?
they at 54.
All right, let's go to 54. Do you think he could fuck with Fundora in any way?
I'm gonna be honest. Look, I think, like you said, he got a lot to learn. But He got who was his coach? Roach? Freddie Roach? Come on, bro.
Farm.
What's
G,
wrong?
I just like his size. I like his size, his length, and his jab.
He got good attributes, and I think he
Yeah,
tough as hell. I think he
yeah.
tough as hell. The
He is.
problem is how much do you want to learn? Like, do you really want to learn? Do you really want to get better? I mean, because he got a lot to learn.
Yeah, that's what I would say too, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, that fight went exactly how I said it was gonna go. I said if Vargas don't push the issue, and he don't attack, and he let this nigga run him over, which he did, he's gonna get 10-0. He might get stopped, and he damn near got stopped in that
Yeah, he
fight.
almost gets
Hold on, G. So what am I not looking at? Because I don't see. I'm not trying to say you wrong, G. I really want to learn right here. So, what wasn't I looking at to feel like Walsh got a whole lot to learn?
From what I saw, right, he
Mm-hmm.
crowd his punches. He greedy at times. He's setting it up, but he think he gonna kill you when he hits you. You know what I mean? A professional
Mm,
understand what his shot's gonna do. A professional understand that every shot not gonna put you out. You know what I'm saying? And then he also look like he get frustrated at times with little shit, like certain little shit. I gotta watch him again. I like him. I like him. I think he a good kid. But when I see a guy on a major card and he up and coming, but he fighting on a major card, that means you next in line for something. You know what I'm saying? The
right.
fact the fact that we putting you in front of all these people is because you next in line for something. Now, my thing is he ready for what's next? You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying he got a lot to learn
No,
because
But
I hear
look,
next
you. I hear you.
look,
because next thing you know, he might be the next opponent for Murder Cesalia.
I can let
Oh
YSM
man.
hop in
No, but
for a
we all
smooth
knew
fight.
Vargas and them ain't belong
Take it
there though.
easy.
No, for
hey,
Hey,
but
P,
look,
sure.
P. I thought the Brandon's fight was better than that in Billy Martinez. And Billy and Martinez was rock'em sock'em robots. They act like they never heard of the word angles. I just and Billy was like bang thing. And Billy was coming in with his head. He was sticking his head right in Martinez, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like I ain't like that shit, bro. That shit was,
It,
and I was
I
surprised that
agree.
Martinez that they wasn't coaching him better from the corner. All he had to do was take some angles. He could just get some angles and do some uppercuts. And he probably could have knocked the fuck out. He was fighting in
Hey,
Billy's fight. I'm like, what
I agree. Call me crazy, but
Hey, hey,
that ain't
hey,
the type
hey,
of boxing I want to see.
hold on. Real rap. I see you in the back there, baby. My bad. Just stand firm for me. I can only do 6 at a time on mine, bro. 1 second, baby. I got you. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Doc.
I said, call me crazy, but that's not an exciting fight to me. Like that's not.
it's
Maybe
not.
I'm tripping. That's not it for me, bro. I don't want to see niggas nose to nose all night, just landing everything
he
they
had a
throw.
game plan. Like Brandon looked like to me, he had a game plan and he went in and executed it. You know what I mean? And even though I know they both was familiar with each other, but Brandon looked like he knew what he was going to do and he went in there and did it. Them two motherfuckers, I was just like, what the hell? And I kind of feel
Yeah,
like
bro.
that turkey shit with Tom and Jerry shit might be playing on these young dudes' mind. And that's why I say, see, with him having the influence that he has because he got that little position in the government where he doling out the money whenever he says something, these are young men who are trying to make some money and build a career. So if you say something and you the conduit, you the them, they can
E8, you breaking up, baby.
You in the Matrix, E8. He froze all the way out.
You breaking
Yo,
up, E8.
Callum Walsh is a black and mild. Like I hear
Meal
y'all talking.
ticket.
He's a black
Meal
and mild.
ticket.
Like
Partnership.
yo,
Hey,
yo,
hey,
that's it. Hey, G.
he smoked Vargas though. I
When
ain't
I
gonna
start,
lie.
you said he smoked him.
He smoked him.
He's
No,
is that
he
what
ain't
you call
smoke.
smoking
Smoked him.
somebody?
Smoke
He
him.
smoked him.
Smoke him.
He
I'm
smoked him.
yeah, smoke him. I'm gonna come for your boy to smoke him as well.
Hey, he only
Oh,
28. He only 28 though, Mil. I mean, he only
yo,
24 though, Mil. He's
wait.
still young.
Let me give you my spill. Right. So
Salute,
when I
man.
when I look at him, right, That's his 10th 10 rounder, right? That's his 10th 10 rounder. See,
Damn.
foreign. You gotta start. You gotta
No,
look.
I
You
didn't
gotta
know.
look at.
I
You gotta
wasn't
look
big
at
on
this shit objectively, right?
Oh my
So
God.
Fernando Vargas Jr. He has a name because of who his father is. If you knew anything, Fernando Vargas Jr. is a super mid pack, right? He's just a guy. Emiliano is the top tier talent of that family.
No.
Well,
YSM, he was
hey, wait,
undefeated. He was
Timboski,
undefeated. YSM, undefeated.
I'm Timboski.
Don't try and take
Let me,
discredit his win.
hey,
No.
Hey, let's just let
Timboski.
everybody
I'm
have a lighter,
speaking right
boss.
now.
Everybody had a lighter.
I'm speaking right now, Timboski.
Everybody get the
Yeah,
lighter.
but yeah, so he was he's not a good fighter, right? Fernando
He's
Vargas
not.
Jr. is not a good fighter. And what I expected from Colin Walsh is I needed separation. When you're
Right.
in there with a dude and you are viewed as a guy that's going to be somebody, I need there to be another gear. Neither one of them had another gear.
Right.
Round 1 looked like round 10. Nobody elevated their game in the sense it's something that G used to say about Africa. You ride around in second. You ride around in second on the whole highway. He ain't put his foot down and switch gears at all. Fernando Vargas
Right.
knew he was down and he never pressed the action. Colin Smith knew he was up and knew people, you're on a big stage. Knew
Colin
people
Walsh.
wanted to see you. Yeah, Colin Walsh. We keep calling him Colin Smith. Colin Walsh knew that people wanted to see him do something, step on the gas, and he didn't. And what I saw is one guy who's more talented than Vargas, more ability than Vargas, but the reality is he's just going to be another guy at 54.
That's a
He
Right.
fact.
he's just
I
another
agree. I
guy.
don't think he's nothing big.
But he only 24, Mill. Give him some time. Give him some time.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. 22, 21, 24, 28. You know when a guy is going to be a guy and when a guy is going to be one of the guys.
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah.
He's in a crowd of people. He didn't
I can agree
separate.
with that.
This is his 10 rounder, right?
We said the same thing about Crawford, huh?
Right. He should know better.
It's the
I got
same
a
thing.
question. When did
It's just like
You said
it's just like
we said the same thing about Crawford. When did I say that about Crawford? Go.
No, I'm
he
not.
Mill,
Yeah,
you know
I'm
you
not.
ain't say that.
I'm talking about
That's what I'm saying. They
I'm talking about the
trolling.
boxing world I'm talking about the boxing world as a whole. That's your opinion, YSM. No problem about that. You know what I'm saying to you? The same way people don't think I'm just bringing
Did he
your boy.
impress you?
I'm bringing your boy. Did he
See,
impress
but
me?
the thing is, right? Timboski pulled a move in the sense of, oh, he was an undefeated fighter. Does being an undefeated fighter make you good?
No.
Does it make you good?
Does it make you a
No,
good fighter?
it doesn't make you good. It just means that you've beaten every opponent that you faced.
But if you actually know something about boxing, which was matchmaking, right?
Yeah,
Paying for fights, you would know that you can make a subpar fighter look a lot better than what he was.
of course, but obviously you're giving the memo out there already saying you just bid when you haven't put him in there
You think this
against
is my first
someone of
time?
the level. We need to
You
put
think
him
it's my
in
first
there
time
against
seeing
someone
Colin
of the
Walsh?
level that can test
Colin
him to
Walsh
see if
fights
he's
in New
good.
York all the time. You think it's my first time seeing him? He fights here all the time.
See
For
why I said?
anybody watching, checks the box Rex.
YSM.
Has Timboski watched him or has YSM watched him? I have never been impressed. He's just a guy.
He's just a
I
guy.
know one thing. I know Abdullah Mason gonna beat the shit out of Sean Noakes or Sam
Yeah,
Noakes, whatever his name.
Sean Noakes. That's right, Sean Noakes.
He gonna beat the
He's gonna
shit
beat
out
the
of
shit out
him.
of Sean Noakes. I don't
He
know
gonna
who that
beat
is,
the shit
but I
out of him.
don't know who Sean Noakes is. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna beat the shit
Sam
out of
Noakes,
him.
Sam Noakes, nah, my boy.
Sam Noakes getting his ass whooped.
Hey, you heard what Crawford said, man. Anyone can beat anybody. You heard what he
Yeah, I
said.
know.
You heard what the
Yeah, I
face of
know.
boxing said, man.
Yeah, I
No, he
know.
said
Yeah.
anybody can be a nobody. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
anybody can be. No. He said anybody can beat anybody. Also, that's what he also said.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
know.
about all that. You was betting against him, right? Don't start trying to quote him now.
No, I didn't bet
How
against
did
him.
like hey
Incorrect,
like what like
incorrect.
nah like
I,
what
I
you
didn't
Wow.
said,
bet
bro.
against him. I didn't bet
Bro.
against him.
Hold on.
I didn't bet
Hold on.
against
My
him.
bad,
I
Timboski,
didn't
bro.
place. I
You
didn't
know I
place not
love you,
one piece
bro.
of not one single bet on him.
Wasn't you betting against him though? You were saying the power You were saying
No,
he's
no, I wasn't.
moving
See, you
up.
keep using that strong
It's
word of
too
betting.
much.
I did not
His
bet against
skills
him.
won't equate to
Yo,
anything because of the weight.
hey,
No,
foreign,
I
foreign.
never
Let me
said
ask
that.
you a question. Have you ever seen Darrell Valsaint?
What?
Have you ever seen Darrell Valsaint?
I
Nope.
like Val Saint, man. I like him.
Have y'all?
Nope.
Okay, so all right. So for anybody that's ever seen Darrell Valsaint, right? When you see Darrell Valsaint, you see Callum Smith. Which one jumps off the page to you?
You mean Callum Walsh and it's Val Saint
Callum
for
Walsh.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
Val
Bro,
Saint for
you
sure.
can't use that comparison there because I'm just
No,
gonna say to you. I'm
when I
just gonna
watch
say to
when
you, what is the level of competition that he's fighting to the level of competition that Cannon Walsh is fighting? What kind of sense does that make, Guasim?
Bro,
That's what
if
very
I'm saying
Val
to you.
similar.
Saint
You
would
just go off this eye
destroy
test.
Vargas like
You go
2
off this eye
rounds,
Very
test stuff.
similar.
he would have stopped him.
You go off this eye test stuff. This.
Ve-
No, put him in there. Put Val in there against Cannon Walsh, and then we'll see what's cracking. That's how I do it. That's how I see it.
He
That's how I
stops
see it.
him. He stops him, Timboski.
Okay. We'll tell Pro Box to put him in there against Cannon Walsh then. Tell Pro Box to call Dana White and make the fight.
Called Dana
Yo,
White.
Let's go. Let's
bro,
let's
Hey,
go.
I was
you
wondering how
operate.
did Vargas
Hey,
even
hey,
get that
Pro
hold
fight?
Box
on,
ain't put
hold
him
on,
in there.
hold on,
Pro
hold
Box
on,
ain't
hold
put
on,
him
hold
in
on.
there.
Vargas got
Hold
that
on,
fight
hold on.
because he had an O, he had a name, and he's vulnerable.
Hold on. Let's go. Transports. T.O. versus Shakur. We love the love. We appreciate the donation, baby.
It ain't
We gonna get
happening.
to that. We gonna get to that.
But
In
but
in,
but
in
but
Saudi
Mills,
Arabia, by the way, y'all.
but Mills, I think that they either gonna beat Callum Wash up for somebody at 54, or they gonna move him strategically because ain't he related to somebody?
They were building him. They were building him for the TKO league.
Mm.
But just to alert y'all on something. Dana White, the turkey shit is going bad. So we got to see how this plays
Hey,
out. But
hey, you know what? Hey, you know
it
what?
it,
Well,
And
it,
and I want to
it went
apologize
bad.
too.
It went bad this weekend,
gotta
bro.
get some
Hey,
detail
hey,
on that.
hey, hey. Before we go any further, though, I want to apologize. Another reason why, because Mills was telling me that nigga said, "Watch how it play out. Don't be too." You feel me? And I'm backing this nigga, and then to see the real play was for him to get Dana White so Dana White can just change it all up, and Dana White be the face and Turkey just the money. To see that play like starting to formulate, and that was his play, like, and then he got some country shit that they trying to like. It's like I'm like, damn, because I was just like, he putting the fights together, but it's bigger than him just giving a Canelo 150 million and like like I think Crawford fucked them plans up. I think it went bad. I think Crawford. I'm telling you, bro, it was too much money on that fight. The odds on Crawford was what had me. The odds, I'm like, damn. It's like they got this nigga not winning at all. It was too much money going on in Vegas.
They had a call. This is for G. They had a California State Athletic Commission call about the Muhammad Ali Act, and that a lot of fighters didn't know the call was going on. Journalists and some managers hopped on the call, but I would have loved more fighters to hop on the call and give their piece. They're trying to attack fighters' rights, and if you know anything about UFC, he has an abnormal amount of control over the sport, over the pay. Like there's really no regulation. Like he really controls it, and that's why they have so many big ass lawsuits. But him and Turkey, y'all gonna see it within the next month or so. But that shit went left this weekend, really left. I doubt
What
that
you
Dana.
mean? Like what you mean? What you mean, meal ticket?
That's put it like this, all right? You got two dudes that want control. You
Right,
and this is respectfully. You got two dudes who are workers.
right.
For real. They're not
Two
even the
dudes that
guys
are
with the
workers,
money.
but want a certain level of control, and two guys that don't fully need each other because they have money. They got money. Like
Right.
TKO don't really need Turkey to put on fights, but Turkey made a quality play. He made a quality play and kind of like backed them dudes in the corner. And it's like it's gonna play out, but I feel like it's more of a detailed conversation for the phone bang because I would have to give you step by step by step by step by step by step.
Well, my line is always open to meal ticket. Hey man,
Yeah.
nah, for real. Hey, look, everybody that's backstage, I can only do 6 at a time, y'all. My bad, y'all. Hold up, 1 second, stand firm. For shit show. All right, so look, we looking at this dude is a nobody with no insiders. This internet shit has gotten crazy. Who is this dude that you talking about? BR215. I need you to put an address on it because you can't be talking about meal ticket respectfully.
Hey, and you
you
know what? This weekend showed me.
can't be talking about meal ticket.
Hey,
I hear
this
you,
weekend
fool.
showed me, bro, that they are really like they gotta be just letting anybody behind scenes asking these niggas questions, bro. Like there should be completely different people with credentials than who they giving out. Real shit, bro. Asking these niggas post-fight questions. Like these is historical moments, and these the questions that they asking. And like a nigga like
Yeah.
that ES nigga, he shouldn't even be able to be behind scenes. Like,
Right.
bro, this nigga made up a video of a fake fucking ring card. Like, I'm gonna be real, bro, but back to the point at hand, bro. I think that I agree, bro. I think that is too much power, period. I think that they trying to come too quick with the power grab. I think maybe if they would have softened it up, butter motherfuckers up for a few years and motherfuckers saw the vision, then it would have been different. But this nigga trying to come in after a year and then insert Dana White when I don't even think Turkey and them really know. I don't think they truly know American like taste. You get what I'm saying? Like, will we? Because if he knows boxing, he knows that boxing has a bad taste for Dana White.
It was a bad look
Right.
having a dude that's been attacking boxing or have a boxing main op for the last 20 years promote the biggest fight of the last decade. That
That's what
looked
I'm saying. So I
nasty.
don't think
It
he was
looked out
really
of place.
tapped into what's really going on. You feel me? Like he really came over here on some fight night shit, thinking that just because a nigga you could offer a nigga a $10 million purse that everybody gonna jump, and that's why when he tweeted the Benavidez shit, I hope Crawford do the smart thing and think with his head and tell him with a stern no and stand on something with this one to show him like not every price can just buy me. I'm gonna work, but I'm not just gonna work for every and anything and jump at every call and every show and be in every circus.
Foreign. That is
Right.
the dumbest fucking fight I've ever
Bro,
heard about. It's
that
the
shit is so
stupidest shit.
bro,
Don't nobody want to see that shit, bro.
I swear if Turkey is able to put Crawford in the ring with Benavidez, he is the man. That he Crawford, hey, and you know what? I don't know if Crawford and this is why I hope Crawford retired. I saw Crawford with a younger black girl yesterday, and I hope it's not getting to him. That's why I think Crawford should just ride off 42-0 after this feat, because
Yo,
it's starting to be more. He had Angel Reese backstage with him, bro.
yo, I'm. It was a fight that I thought about, right? Because I'm like, if he stays at 68, I'm looking at all his options. Can't come down to 54. You don't put too much muscle on, right? And okay, when I look at 60, who's worth you getting out of bed at 60? Laura, no. Maybe if you want to do a stadium fight with Eubank, you could do that. But Janabek, fuck no. Adames, fuck no. So then I'm looking at, okay, well, 68. I'm like, you could bring up Mel Charlo because you got bad blood, but he lost his last fight and looked terrible. But who would make sense?
Why would he not fight Damas? What's one of those fights?
It's not no it don't do anything to get you out of bed. Right? You talking about a dude that he just slayed the dragon. He just took out the guy, the face of boxing for the last decade, right? Would a Carlos Adames fight really do it for you? It like really?
Hold up,
If
Mill. Hold on,
you
Mill.
want to create
G,
more
G,
if you want to create
Well,
more
G.
legacy, if you want to create
well,
Hey,
more
this is
G.
legacy,
crazy. G
So
gone.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
So
damn, G ain't fight last night, did he?
yeah. So when I think about okay, well, what fight would make sense? What fight could do well commercially, do something legacy wise for Crawford, even though it's not for a belt. And really, I'm thinking about 168, and it's really just one guy at 168 that makes more sense than a Damez or Janabek or anybody like that. Mar Charlo.
Yeah, Big
Mar,
Maul, but
Mar
yeah,
Charlo. Mar Charlo's
He's
not.
not coming back to fight no
Yeah,
Crawford. Right.
Mar
yeah, but he
Charlo.
coming back
He's
at
already been
68
back.
though.
Just fought. Yeah, he fought. His last fight was at 68 and won. He's not a real 68 2. Nobody's ever beaten Maul, and it's something that Crawford could sell commercially here.
Yeah, like
Right.
a Nebraska selling out. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but this the thing. This the thing though, Mill. This how I look at it. This how I look at it. With him being where he at right now, as far as like all the weight classes he got belts at, all the weight classes where he undisputed at. He conquered every piece of ground that he stepped on except for but he never been to 60. So if he go to 60 at this point,
Mm.
like I would say, man, just fight like a Janabek or Adamas or an Adamas for the belt, and
Yeah.
just get that belt at 160. Don't worry about going undisputed and all that extra shit at 160, and just ride off in the sunset because it's something that he
Yeah,
actually became
but Bang,
champion in.
I said, what makes the most sense when you add up everything? When
What,
you add up
what,
I mean, well,
when you add up
Jamal, well, of course, Jamal. Well, see, this the thing. This the thing is okay with Jamal
I
being at
think
68
Laura
now,
fell
right?
back on all of this.
Hold on,
My
for
bad.
if Jamal is at 68 now, who got his belt at 60?
Adames.
That's the thing. So now the Jamal fight will be a good fight to have. Of course, we want to see that, but he ain't got no jury right now.
Hey, bang, bang,
And
bang. I
he
said, you got to think about everything, not just jewelry, but
right,
everything, right? Remember, Crawford's not just getting out; he's fighting one time a year, so he's getting out of bed for money too. What fight
right.
could do well commercially? Would be good for legacy? And I said if he wanted to defend his belts at 68, who made the most sense? Maul's not a
Okay, if you want,
68. He's a
okay.
54. He's a
That's
54
what.
that moved up. And so
Right,
he's
right,
never
right.
been beaten. So that could be, if you look at the run would be Earl Spence, Madrimov, Canelo, Maul Charlo. That's a good run, yo.
That's a good
Yeah,
run.
yeah. Now,
That's a good run, Mills.
now
Money
when you
Mills,
say
man. You
Jamal,
talking?
hold on 1 second, baby. So when you said he can move up, Jamal can move up and challenge him for that belt. Now that's different.
No,
That's
remember
what I didn't get at
he's
first. So
already at
that
68 though.
right. But for him to be a runner up for one of those belts against Crawford, now that do make sense. I'm thinking I'm just thinking go to 60 and put the shit on paper that I got a belt at 60 as well. But when you put it like that, it makes sense for the money, for the audience, you know what I'm saying? For the past, because they got a history. You feel me? Them Charlos got a history with Bud. Know what I'm saying? Even though he don't really got a problem with Jamal, he don't like Jamel, but it
Yeah.
still makes sense though. You feel me? So yeah, I got you. I understand what you're saying now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Hey,
it makes sense.
hey,
what,
Mill,
what?
I definitely agree, man. But I agree with Bang too. And if y'all listen to his even his press conference afterwards, he talked about it. He said 60. He said out his mouth, he said 160. And he smirked. He's like, I don't know what's next. But when they asked him about where he is he staying or moving up or the baby, he's like, nah. But then he said 160 though. He said 160 out of his mouth. So I know he's looking at that 160 and looking at that belt to go ahead and conquer that too. He's eyeing 160.
Who
I
makes
think
the
he's
most
gonna
sense
win
at
both.
160 to you?
What's the name?
Laura.
Laura, I would
Laura.
say
I
Laura
think
too. I would say
I would
Laura
say
too.
Laura, and yeah, I would say Laura.
Laura, or
But
you or
look,
you
but
or you
look,
take
but
or you
look,
take
but
Xanabet.
look,
Or the belt,
but look.
or
That's what I
who
was
you
gonna
just
say.
said.
Cause I don't mean to cut you off real rough. Cause check
You
this
good,
out.
bro?
Even with now, Laura makes all the sense in the world, stylistically. You know what I'm saying? Everything. That's damn near mirror match. Damn near. You
That's gonna
feel
be
me?
an ugly ass fight.
That's the hey man. That's a
And
hell of a fight to have. But when we start talking about eyes, like eyes on the fight, I went to a Janabek fight when he fought out here. And when what's that country he from?
Kazakhstan.
Okay, he from Kazakhstan, right? I never seen so many Kazakhstan people in Houston, Texas, bro.
mhm.
That's the night that Keyshawn fought Nair Albright. Well, I was at that fight, bro. I never seen that. I didn't know we had such a big community of those people in Houston. So if Bud, what makes a lot of sense for Bud at 60 for me would be Janabek, because Janabek gonna bring a country with him.
Yeah, it is.
No,
It is.
man.
Wait.
It is.
You said, all right, let me ask you a question. What did that arena hold?
Man, don't give me the line, bro. It wasn't huge. It wasn't huge. You know what I'm saying?
What you thinking? 5, 4, 5?
Hey, hey, Mill.
Uh, man, I can't call it, bro.
Where
It
was
was
it,
at the
Bang?
Smart Financial. At the Smart
Hey,
Financial.
Oh,
Mill. And I see where you're getting at, Mill. But
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
my question would be to that, Mill, is that are we not understanding that Crawford is now the man now? So like he has. So wouldn't that equate to more no matter what? Because now he is the guy that got all the belts now. Like he's in a different position now.
All right, so but here's what you have to think about.
Uh huh.
When you Floyd Mayweather was the guy, right? The opponent still matters. And so you want to pick opponents, number one, that people want to see you against, but opponents that have big fan bases, right?
Right,
So if you telling me that Janabek is fighting in a 5,000 seat arena as a unified champion, and when I'm speaking, I'm talking about projected money that's offered. Maybe that's not
right.
going to be a big ticket for you, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Laura's not going to be a big ticket, but a big ticket at 60, just money, might be if they did a Riyadh season in the UK where he fighting in fucking Wembley, 80, 90, 100,000. You got to think like, yo, remember,
Yeah, for sure.
he's the undisputed champion at a weight class, right? He's a three
Right,
division undisputed champion. If
Hmm.
right.
Crawford wins a belt at 60, God honest truth, does anybody really give a fuck? Does it change how we view him? No. He's
I
But
already
mean,
it
viewed.
adds to his legacy, though.
but
Yes,
look,
it
No.
does.
Bro, he
we didn't
jumped.
care about we didn't care about the Madrimal fight either
Yeah, but
for that belt.
what I'm saying to you is,
It's a fact.
if if let's say in bank, you of a certain age, just like I am. If they
Right.
offering you 50 for fucking Eubank, and then you getting 20 but a belt for fucking Janet Beck, which one you gonna take?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
taking
but
that
but
50 and
but
getting up
but
out of
Mill,
there.
But
but
hey,
legacy
Mill.
wise, if he take the 160 in the belt, he surpasses Oscar, Floyd, Sugar Ray,
Yes.
Tommy Hearns,
Yes.
all of them.
Man,
Exactly.
So that is
Exactly.
huge
Hey
for his
yo,
legacy, though.
who's speaking? What's your name, bro?
That was Dungy.
Dungy.
Yeah.
You gonna take the extra 30 million, or you gonna take the or you gonna grab the belt? Which one you doing? As a man.
You know we're gonna take the bread,
All right,
but
so
but we
that's what I'm
but
saying to
Mill,
you.
but we don't know but we don't know for sure if the gap
I'm,
will be that wide.
I
What if
know,
what
but
if it's only
I'm
five
telling you,
million apart?
some shit means more commercially. It just does.
Right,
See,
that's a fact.
the dude Eubank in Crawford in the UK, you might see a
It's
situation
huge.
where Crawford goes on tour now. Maybe
So
maybe you
that
get close.
I
Yeah.
agree with, though, Mill. That I agree with. I agree with that as well. Because like you said, but it's also it gotta make sense legacy wise too, though. It has to. So a belt gotta be a part of
Wait. You say you got to make sense legacy wise, right?
it. Yeah.
All right. So November 14th in Atlanta. What sense does that make legacy wise?
November what?
November 14th in Atlanta. Does that make sense legacy wise?
No, we talk about now. We talk about
No,
now.
I'm making a point to you. Does that make sense legacy wise?
No, it does not. The tank fight
Tyson
No,
does not
Fury.
make sense.
Tyson Fury when he fought Ngannou, did that make sense legacy wise?
No.
no.
He just jumped up and won his third division undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, chase the checks.
Fuck 160, huh?
If he get a chance to fight Jake Paul, fight him. What
Yeah,
more?
but
What more does
why
he?
is Why is
Just
him? Why is
go
him? The way Bud is talking, that's not his mindset. It seems like his
It's
mindset
not.
seems like
It's
legacy,
not.
and he's still gonna get paid. He's still going to get paid.
Why would he fight? Why would he
Go,
fight? My fault. My fault. Go ahead, bro. I got you. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no, sorry, my apologies. Go ahead, sir.
Why would he? Why would he chase the Jake Paul fight when he can do after it? That's gonna be there for him regardless.
My
That's
issue
gonna
is
be
your
there for him.
rhetoric. I said my issue is your rhetoric, right? You said chase. That's not chasing. Like you think Tank chased that fight?
Yes.
No, no,
No. Tank's the A
no,
side in that
no,
fight.
You said
no.
yes. No, you said yes.
But no, but they not in the same position. They are now, but they wasn't before. Crawford was not in that position before. Tank has been on top of the game. Tank was the next to Canelo when it comes to prize fight. Crawford is there now. That's what I'm saying. He's in a different position now. He don't have to. He don't. Why would he chase that type of check
I
and
feel
go
like,
fight and do it and do it? Tank was
yo,
already there. This is Bud
I feel
first time
like
getting to
y'all
where he's at now.
I feel like y'all romanticize things because it's not your job. And I get it and I understand, right? But the reality is, do you think he goes up and fights Canelo if that's not a super check?
No, but
It's
it
a
was
common.
more to it than a check
I
as
know.
well. It's a
I'm saying it's a
combination.
Common
combination. It's
denominator.
a combination of the two. But Timboski,
Yeah.
answer me this, right? Him in London, what would that do? Or him in Cardiff, what would that do?
Bud Crawford will sell out Wembley 90,000.
You know what? You know what, Mills? I
80,000.
agree. Mills, I agree with you on that though, right? But I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you watch his post interview, he said it out his mouth. He's eyeing 160. And if you
Yeah,
look
not.
at
He
it,
said it.
if,
But
And
hold
what
on,
I
hold on.
said, and what I
If you
said
look
to
at
you is,
he could fight
if you look at
YSM.
if you look at just his
go ahead.
history, if you look at just his history, he's the type of guy to go from 47 to 54 just for a quick belt, just to do that. He's that type of guy. So I'm not gonna lie, I could see him going to 60, snatching one of those belts, and then probably chasing the bag.
Hey,
But bro, like
foreign,
I think every fighter is different. He
foreign.
been prize fighting
I said,
for a
what
little
we gonna
minute
do?
now.
I said, foreign. What we gonna do? Right? Is we're gonna make a bet. Right? We're gonna do lunch. I say his next fight's gonna be a money fight. You say his next fight is going to be a straight legacy fight, and we'll see who's right. And next time, I'm out at West Coast, LA.
I got you.
The
On God, all right, bet.
meal ticket.
But
Hey,
if
Mel.
I'm right,
Bang.
Hey,
yeah,
look. Salute to the Walkers, man. We love the love. That boy say if Bud dropped the belts, where does that leave the 68 division?
that's what I like
So
about what he did.
Bang. Hey, foreign. Bang, YSM. You get me the panel, the community. I want to ask you a question now. See, YSM made different doors, the different trap doors for us to go into. You know what I'm saying to you? Let me ask you this. Free question, free decisions now. You have Lara that if he was Crawford, obviously we'll get to the dropping the belts in a second. If he was Crawford, you could fight Lara and still get some money. Obviously, that's a legacy fight there, get some money. Or you have option B, you take Zanabet, you take Zanabet to Omaha, Nebraska, and you unify the belts and you ride off into the sunset. Or option 3, you take on Chris Eubank. You take on Chris Eubank at Wembley at 160, or you fight Hamza Shiraz and you defend the 168 belts at Wembley.
I'm not fighting that motherfucker.
Or option C, you take a Canelo rematch. Which one would you take?
The Canelo rematch, number 1, Eubank, number 2. I'm not fighting Hamza Shiraz. I know everybody is, super Crawford right now, and he can do any and everything. You stay away from that big motherfucker.
Facts.
Right, right. And
Facts.
stay away from Benavidez as well.
Yeah,
Nah,
fuck that.
Crawford Crawford
I'm
Far.
fucked
taking,
Benavidez up.
I'm taking that belt, bringing it back. I'm taking that belt in Omaha. I'm going back to my to my stomping grounds. I'm bringing all my belts with me,
Yes,
and
yes,
I'm gonna go to 160,
yes.
and I'm gonna go grab that belt at my hometown to make another history, and that's what I'm doing.
Unify. You'll be unifying
And
the
I'm
division. You'll be
unifying.
unifying.
and
He's got two
and
belts.
and I appreciate Dungy for being a long time subscriber, but Dungy is fucking lying to you.
No, that
Depending
ain't
on
me. That ain't me.
depending
That ain't me, Bill.
depending
Bill, don't do
yo
me like that.
depending yo
Don't do
depending
me like that,
wait
Bill.
wait 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 let me finish my statement before you come at me.
He got
That
Depending
ain't
on
Dungy
the
talking. That ain't
oh
Dungy
okay
talking.
No, that
oh my
wasn't
That's
bad
real
me,
rare.
Bill.
my
That's
bad
real
That
my
rare.
is
bad
real rare.
my bad.
That is real
That's
rare.
real rare.
the
That is real
Depending
smoke
rare.
show.
depending on the
The
money
smoke
depending
show.
on the money that's being offered is going to also factor in.
And, well, he
If
didn't say nothing about that. He didn't say the money. He gave me certain options, and I answered it. We didn't tie into the money. We didn't say
all
that
right,
part.
so let's look at this logically, right? Nebraska is not a money hotbed. You talking about 90,000 in Wembley? What is Cardiff hold? Is 100? What's the difference between Cardiff and Wembley? Simboski.
Cardiff. Oh, Cardiff. No, Cardiff. I think Cardiff holds about 60,000, if I'm not mistaken.
So Wembley's the biggest.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, in Wembley, I don't know, yo.
They all want to fight there, YSM, man. They all of them, man. Boots, Canelo,
Yes,
Crawford. They all want to fight there.
yes,
All of
they
them.
do. Yes, they do. How can you not want to fight in a hundred thousand?
If
He
Boots
just
fights
fought in
Conor
front
Ben,
of 70.
if Boots fights Conor Ben Wembley, 80,000, 90,000. If he fights him at Tottenham White Hart Lane Stadium, 64, 65,000. If Crawford fights Chris Eubank, Canelo comes over here and he can fight Canelo over here, or Canelo can fight Chris Eubank, or Chris Eubank can fight Crawford. We can mix and match, man. We can mix and match, man.
Wait. Do you think that Canelo and Crawford could go over there and sell out?
Yes, man. Crawford has big fan base over here. He came over here and fought Ricky Burns. He already fought Kell Brook. He fought Amir Khan. He's got a big fan base over here. He went to Scotland already. Come on, man.
Hey, can we not act like Crawford didn't just gain more fan base as well?
He just gained more fan base.
He
He's the
just
man.
gained more
Hey
too.
yo,
He
so
kicked
do
Tank.
y'all would y'all say what do y'all think about going on tour though?
Yes, sir. Oh,
Right,
wait.
Yeah.
Can I
he's
ask you a question?
38.
YSM, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you this question,
Sure.
YSM, please. Bang, I want to answer. Do you think if I was Boots, do you think can he say I want to fight Crawford? Can he still? Do you think he can call it? What do you think about that?
What
Crawford's
you
gonna do
mean?
whatever the fuck he want to
Do you
do when
think?
he want to do it now.
Are you
Crawford's
asking?
not fighting Boots.
Like how you asking? How you asking that question? Like
If I'm Boots, obviously that Boots has always been wanting to fight Crawford. I know he's not maybe looking at Crawford right now, or he's gone past that, but it would be interesting for him to, possibly that I would like to see that fight still. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not maybe looking at Crawford right now, or he's gone
At
past
what
that, but
weight
it
though?
would be interesting for him
Because
to,
you said
possibly
he's not.
I would like to
Yeah.
see that fight still. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not maybe looking at
Wait,
hold
Crawford
on,
right now,
hold on, hold
or
on,
he's
hold on.
Boots gonna have to go to 60.
yeah,
That nigga sound like he in an aquarium.
right. I think that me personally, I think that fight is completely dead. Like when they
It
asked him
is.
about it, bro, he didn't even blink, and he was like, no. And it's not like he said like if you come up to 60 or 68, he's just not interested.
It
Fair
is.
enough.
Hey, Bill. That's a crazy echo. Hey, Bill. But this is my thing too. It's so crazy because I really think that Boots is just the next. Boots is, man. We got to leave that alone and understand that it's Crawford time now. Just like he said in the interview, when they try to say is he better than Floyd, his answer was strictly to the point. Floyd was the best in his era. I'm the best in my era, and I think that Boots is going to be that next. So, like, allow Boots to still time and do what he do, but Boots is, I think it's here for him to take over when Crawford done, man. That's just me.
Well, I mean, they so far apart in weight
They
classes right
are.
now that it's like to me, it's not even feasible anymore. Like
Mhm.
at one time with Boots, now with him Boots being his mandatory, and then him moving up and Boots moving up, there was like a small window. But when he jumps up to fight Canelo, he put on a lot of muscle, a
Yeah.
lot. And so we seen what it looks like when dudes put on muscle and then come back down. It's a recipe for disaster. And I don't want to see that for him, even if it's put it like this. If he does that, and Boots beats him, he's not going to get credit for it. I would rather Crawford just go out this like a Michael Jordan against Utah moment
Facts.
with the shot. I don't want to see Crawford, Michael Jordan, Washington Wizards. I don't want to see that.
Facts. 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 It's a fact. Hey. So,
But
but
Tarver gets full credit for beating Roy.
All right, so hold up. So what if Crawford vacate these belts? Where is 68?
Hamza
What is
Shiraz, man.
68 looking like?
Infinity, a mad dash
Hamza
for the
Shiraz.
Infinity Stones, yo.
Hamza Shiraz, bang, man. As simple as that. Hamza fucking Shiraz.
You think he gonna be the king of 68?
He's gonna be a unified king. I know that. He's gonna be a unified king. Obviously, you got Mimbili, you got Lester Martinez, you got Pacheco, you got Bector Bully there still. You got Iglesias, you got multiple guys in there.
You do
William
not got
Sco,
him, Billy.
William
You
Sco
don't
ain't
got
done.
him, Billy. You don't got him, Billy. No, you
Yeah, dude.
don't.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Listen. You
No,
guys,
no, no, no,
you
no,
guys, listen. Excuse me, sir. You guys like to get onto Membili's defensive skill set. Yeah, I know he doesn't have defensive mindset. He keeps his head on the center line. You know, what I'm saying he crosses his feet in certain aspects. He's not he's not the most conventional. You're not the most fundamentally sound, technical based. That's cool, but Maidana, Nick Bull, you understand? Figueroa. Ancajas, all
no.
those guys,
But
all
that's
these
the
guys.
thing.
Listen,
His
all these guys.
punches
Look,
ain't even
look
awkward.
at Salido. All these guys are hard to beat, tough to beat. Obviously, you put angles together. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a special type of fighter, in my opinion, to get the job done against those type of guys. Those guys are hard to beat. Isak Cruz, all those guys are just tough, hard styles to beat. As simple as that. And he's punching, and he don't get tired, and he's got an iron chin.
All right,
So
so
just
do this.
take it or leave it, man.
This is for everybody. Match up the fights. Crawford vacates. Match up the fights at 68 and name the belt too.
Man, tournament time.
Yeah, but we got four. It's not just one joint. We got four joints. So match them up. Each
All right.
the fight
Who
and the
got
belt.
who got the WBC at oh no, you saying at
And
68, right?
yeah, I'm talking about he vacates.
So
So
68.
match up the fight.
All right, so
Yeah, man.
68.
Yeah, man. Man.
Uh,
You got Hamza Shiraz, Diego Pacheco. That's match one. Simple. Then
No,
you
you
got
got to give me the belt too.
That's for the the WBO. Number 2 against number 3. Pacheco against Hamza Shiraz.
Okay.
And then you number IBF, you got Iglesias. You put him in there against where's Mongia? Bring him back. Put Mongia in there against Iglesias. Simple.
oh, that's a
IBF.
firefight right there.
There you go.
All
And
right,
then
so you bringing Iglesias versus the Juice Crew. Okay, let's go.
You can't say
he
this.
said the
Why
Deuce crew.
Juice Crew.
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying, he got cleared, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying, but that's
Is,
another story for another
is he
day.
not a part of the Juice Crew?
Yes, he is.
All right, so let's go.
WBC. This is an interesting one. You got Jamal Charlo against Mimbili. How about that? Line that up.
I say Caleb Plant, Charlo, and I
Caleb
think they
Plant
run.
needs to
I
get
think
back
they
with
run
Resendez.
back and Billy
No.
Lester
Resendez.
Martinez.
No. Resendez beat
I
Caleb
like
Plant,
that.
so
Run
he
that.
needs to put his name in the hat.
Okay,
Resendez.
I don't want to see it, but okay, I got you.
Or you got Bector Bully against Lester Martinez. That's a great fight that I wanted
I
to see.
think that money
I
talks.
got Lester
And
Martinez in that fight.
I want Lester. I felt so bad that Lester Martinez versus Billy wasn't for a belt and had no outcome. They took years off each other's career.
Why was that not 12 rounds? It should have been 12 rounds.
Should have been 12 for sure.
They was mixing, yo. Me and EH was on there like, damn, like somebody gonna throw a jab?
I mean, that's how it gets in the dunya. That's how it gets in the dungeons. So it gets in the junkyard. The play. You know what I'm saying? The play pad. You know what I'm saying? Junkyard rules. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Hey, I don't want to jump back, but I came on here because some bullshit. I definitely want to holler at you because last time we was on here before this fight, and I was talking to Crawford, you was talking to Canelo. I still didn't hear you really you say what need to be said yet.
Oh yeah. I had
Yeah,
Canelo. I had Canelo winning, and I was wrong in my pick. I gave reasons towards why Canelo can win the fight, and I gave reasons towards why Crawford could win. I was rolling with Canelo because there was too many ifs on my behalf. You was right. You know what I'm saying? You saw what I couldn't see in Crawford when it comes to moving up 2 weight classes and getting the job done against an all-time great. You was correct. I was wrong. I'll eat my crow. I was just there was too many there's too many intangibles going towards each fighter, in my opinion, and Canelo outweighed Crawford in certain aspects. So that's why I had to lean towards Canelo. But I was wrong. I picked Canelo. I've always been a Bob Crawford fan. I'm always the one that said that man's face should be in a cereal box. That man should have he should have a statue in America somewhere. If Wilder's got a statue, he should have 5 statues. I've always said that about Crawford. You Americans, well, not you specifically. You seem like
yeah, yeah.
you seem like a good, credible Crawford fan. But there's multiple guys that have not given this man his credit, and I've always given
Why do
Crawford
y'all
credit.
throw shade at Americans? We're just sitting here minding our business.
Hold on. It's what he says. Watson.
We're
He
minding.
says
Why do you have
this.
to say Americans though?
No,
Why
no, no,
are
no,
you
no,
so
no, 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 no.
anti-American?
Hold on, Watson. He says this. Your fighters say this. They say they don't get the credit that they deserve. They say this,
That's a
not
fact.
me. Them. He said you guys writ him off. They kicked you. He said that. You blackballed him. You finished. That's what he said. Not me, Watson. Not me.
Hey, I appreciate. Hey, Tim, look, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, and bang, I was on there with you and Greg. I mean, you and Greg be saying that too. But it wasn't exactly how I thought it was going. I said that first half of the fight, it was going to look like Laura, like that Laura fight. How Laura beat us, how Laura worked him, and then that second half of the fight, it was going to start to look like Triple G first fight with him, and then he was going to start walking his ass down, man.
Right.
Only thing I did say, I thought he was going to try to finish him, and he ain't do it. He like he touched the waters a little bit, but he ain't really go for which is smart because Canelo still wasn't hurt or in a way where he felt like he
Yo,
could. But when he put him with that left cross, I thought that the Crawford that would have been finished, he would have do something right after that.
hey yo, I got a question for you, bro, and for
Talk about
everybody. And I
okay.
want everybody to put their boxing hat on.
Hmm.
Put your boxing hat on, right? Terrence Crawford and Triple G. Does Triple G give a better fight than Canelo Alvarez?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. Most definitely. He's got a prominent jab for a start.
Exactly.
He's got an elite jab.
Everybody agrees with that notion?
Yes.
Bang.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
I
thought
think
about
Crawford.
that shit and I
I think
thought
Crawford
about
put
the
him down.
jab. I thought about the jab and I thought about Triple G's willingness to let his hands go. And I
Yup.
felt like that would have been a better fight.
And
Absolutely.
the power. And the power. That
And the
he's got
power.
real
Yup.
power. He's got
Yup.
real power.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it would have been. I
I,
would.
I,
But he would.
I don't agree. I don't agree, y'all. I still think too slow, still a little bit too stiff, like Floyd said. Straight up and down, no special effects. I think Bud picks him apart too.
All right,
Oh
so
no. Oh no.
wait.
Dungy. I agree with that too. Don't
We're
get me
not saying
wrong. Yeah.
we said in a better fight.
I said
Okay,
better fight.
think
Yeah.
about what Canelo didn't do. And remember, we got to go by styles
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
you go by names, and if you go by names, well then Spence and Canelo should have did better than Madrimov, and he didn't.
Yeah.
If you go by names and resumes, so no, when you go by straight styles, Canelo walked forward without a jab out of the high guard, right? Triple G's not going to do that. Triple
Yeah.
G jabs a lot. And so by Triple G jabbing a lot and he lets his hands go. Now, Triple G had an all-time great chin, and he could also cut the ring off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was he fast? No. Do I got Crawford outboxing him? Yeah, but I think that might have ended up being more competitive than
No.
what we saw last
Oh
night.
man. Listen, boxing head on. Listen, I agree 100%. And what I like, that's why I say yes to it being a better fight, absolutely. Because the one thing that Crawford did, I don't know if we talked about it or not, when it came to Canelo was that. See, what Crawford did was he came out and he got ahead. He got ahead of Canelo at the first half of every round. He was getting ahead, and then he was sitting back, really just trying to see it was Canelo's turn to try to get them back. And Canelo, as the rounds went on, Canelo was respecting it, no, but he wasn't really trying to get it back. Triple G want to try to get it back, but I think
Yo,
that's opening. But that opened up for
I
for
feel like
him to
I
really
feel
start
like
to
boxing
counter when he
fans.
wants to.
Yeah, I feel like boxing fans is thinking I'm talking about Triple G now. Triple G's retired. I'm talking about Triple
No,
G at his
yeah,
best.
absolutely,
Would that
absolutely,
be like,
absolutely,
yeah?
yeah, absolutely.
But think about it
But
though,
but
man.
but but but
Can,
but you
can,
but Mill, you do got to understand too that Crawford could also switch as well, and that he poses different problems when he started to switch as well, and he would give Triple G a whole nother different type of problem that Triple G don't want either, and he I think he takes away that jab to some degree.
that's what I'm about to say. Think about it, Mill. Canelo's best fight against
Uh
Triple
huh.
G was fight two when he moved. All he did was move. That's the only thing he did different from fight one to fight two. He got on his bike a little bit.
Yeah, but what you got to understand is both of those fights are different. I'm saying who gives Crawford a more competitive fight. You got to put your just like you can't go by his fight with Canelo. You got to go by specifically his style because Canelo don't fight
Hmm.
nothing like Bud. So
Right.
the
Hmm.
the things
Hmm.
the things that would pose an issue that Crawford will have to take away is first the jab and then his output. One of
Which
the
would be that
reasons
stab
why
to the
Crawford,
body.
yeah, one reason why Crawford has success is Canelo throws one punch at a time. So he loads up for that one punch, and then that's it. Then it's a whole bunch of feinting and prodding, and then load up for one punch, and then that's it. Load up for two punches, and that's it. And so Triple G would bring a different dimension, different things that Crawford have to take away. And I feel like it would just be a more competitive fight than the Canelo.
I agree. I just think I also think you might be, I think people in that would downplay again Crawford's power, like as far as gaining that respect. Like he gained Canelo respect in a different way, and I think he would do the same thing with Triple G too. Just again that stab to the body and then catching him in between them shots, man. Man, that thing catching people between the shots is everything, bro. So I think it would definitely be a way better fight for sure. Not way better fight like this fight wasn't great, but I think it would just be another boxing clinic in a different way though. But I think Crawford probably will look even more impressive, honestly, because Triple G going he going he's going to show more of his counter ability that Triple G is going to be throwing. But I think Crawford neutralizes that just a little bit. I think it might take a little bit longer, but than it did Canelo.
Hey, yo, I'm convinced.
That's all. I don't think it'd be really no different.
It's a big difference in that. It's a big difference in those fights. Just stylistically, big difference. It's just like it's a big difference. Well, all right. So when you look at Crawford,
Lara,
historically,
my fault, my fault.
I said when you look at Crawford, historically, one thing has given him his trouble consistently throughout his career. It
Right.
takes him a while to adjust to it, but eventually he adjusts. It takes him, I'm going to say, about 8-9 rounds to adjust to it. But I call them double Dutch fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Right.
the girls that used to jump double Dutch,
Like Tyler Watch, honestly,
hop
the way
in,
he
hop
fight.
hop
Mm-hmm.
in, hop out. You go back and
Mm-hmm.
you go back to watch the Gamboa fight. Gamboa
Mm-hmm.
hopped in and hopped out. Crawford has
Mm-hmm.
the tendency to go straight back. If you go back
Right.
to Porter, hop in, hop out,
Mm-hmm.
right? Crawford
Mm-hmm.
pulling straight back. You go back to Madrimov, hop in, hop out. Crawford pulled straight back. When he's a counter puncher that relies off of timing
Mm-hmm.
and that herky jerky movement, the in and out shit upsets the timing, and so it takes him a while to get it. But dudes that come straight forward and give him
Easy
the
picking.
same look out of the high guard, oh, he gets you measured within 4 to 5 rounds. He
Yep.
gets your
Yeah.
timing, he gets your speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then he starts playing catch and shoot with you in the pocket out of the southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a dead
Mm-hmm.
body.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mill, which is why I'm gonna cut you off, Mill, but which is what could you cooking. This is why I said that like Laura him against Laura is a will give him more problems, I think, than Triple G stylistically
Oh no,
because
triple
of
no.
everything you
I
just
agree
said.
100%. But what kind of Laura are we gonna see though? I ain't seen
I'm
Laura. I ain't seen Laura in a minute, but that's always been an intriguing fucking
well,
fight.
I'm talking stylistically,
No,
yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
Danny Garcia.
I think the last time I
But he
seen
made
Laura
Danny
was
quit
about
though,
Danny.
bro.
Danny, my guy. I'm from Philly. Danny, my guy, but he was already Danny was already 1 foot in, 1 foot out already. So
I thought Danny got a fight coming up though. Don't he got a fight coming up?
Yeah, it's his last
he
hoorah.
trying to end out. Yeah, he trying to end out. He
Yo,
trying to end on top as he should.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a bing bang. It's going to take
Uh-huh.
Crawford some rounds to figure out Laura.
I know it.
Absolutely.
I know it. Cause he a
It's gonna
slick
take him
old
some
thing.
rounds to figure that shit out.
I might put my money on
So
Laura,
look,
bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
look. I
I'm
wanna
not gonna
Not
do
the
have
fight
that,
you
he
talk
want.
right quick.
but I'm gonna say it's gonna be some rounds there.
Man, them
I
niggas
think
gonna be
Laura can get him, bro.
throwing 7 punches around because they
Oh,
both gonna
bro,
not want to get countered. That shit gonna be
Yep.
crazy.
yo,
It's
How
it's
not a
gonna
tall
good
be
is
fight.
Laura? What's Laura's reach?
so much fencing. It's gonna
It's
be
about
so
the
much
same.
fencing in that fight.
Exactly, Mill. That's what I'm saying. And they both gonna
Yeah.
be faint. Change
That's not a
angles,
fan
faint.
friendly fight. That's not a fan
No,
friendly fight. So it's no point of taking that
mm-mm.
fight. That's not a fan friendly fight. That's not a fight that's just they styles is is too contract. It's too alike. It's not a good fight. That would be a bad.
And to be honest with you, I don't think Laura will take that type of fight and this later in his career anyway, man. He's gonna be 43, 45. Come on, man.
I think
Hey
Laura
yo,
will take that fight.
My man Smoke Smitty. He talking shit in the comments. He said, Bud done seen that style. Where's Bud seen that style, Smitty?
Right.
Please tell
I
me.
never seen
Tell,
nobody that Bud fought had the intelligence of a Aris
Mm-hmm.
Landry Law, bro.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
At all. Never.
Facts.
he said
Man.
Gamboa.
Hey.
Bro, did you just pick a Cuban and assume that they both had the same styles because they Cuban? Smitty, come on, bro.
Bro,
Smitty, come on. You better than that, Smitty. They fight
Gamboa,
nothing
for
alike.
real, them niggas don't even fight like Cubans, bro. They fight like Americans. In my eyes, because they flashy. They don't fight
Hey,
like
Q.
Cubans to me.
Have we talked about how did Canelo really pack it in? Did we talk about how Canelo packed it in? Or where do Canelo go from here?
Man, Canelo need to go and lay it down too.
Canelo said
Shit.
he felt great though, bang. So shit.
He just,
But I know,
Said he did.
but I
he
know
just stated
Canelo don't.
he
Canelo he don't want to start
we
from scratch and gotta go get each belt again. So I don't know what he do.
bro. One thing I noticed about fighters saying they feel good. I saw Devin Haney look like a skeleton in his last 3 fights at 35. That boy
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh man, I feel great. We everything is good. Woo, woo. Hey man,
Yeah.
somebody lying. Somebody lying. You feel me? And they just doing it to, cause no excuses. So we gotta
Right.
respect that part too. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo might have was out there. Maybe his knee was bothering him. Maybe he had a bad back. Maybe his eyes ain't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he got something wrong with his eyes. You feel me? Like we don't know. But as soon as he mentioned those things, oh, here we go with the excuses. Here we
Yeah.
go with the excuses. You feel me? So he doing the right thing by saying he feel good, but that nigga know he got his ass whooped and his face is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
So where do Canelo go from here? So we ain't even got an answer.
I say retire.
Or go to 175. He don't want
No
that
man,
smoke
What's
no
at
that
man, no. If
75
175?
either.
if it was me,
Yeah,
listen,
no, he
listen,
don't
just
want
cause,
that smoke up
listen,
there either. Yeah,
listen, man,
he
listen.
might
There's
as well
nothing.
back in.
Listen. There's nothing wrong with getting beat by an all-time great. Yes, he moved up 2 weight division, but Bud is an anomaly. I believe Canelo. I still like Canelo Alvarez's style. I still believe he's still got good. If he listen, I know he's not going to do so, but I would like him if he could just fall into the fray of fighting the Leicesters, fighting the Billies, fighting the Hamza Shiraz, fighting all those guys. But he's not going to do that.
Oh,
He's not going to do that.
yeah.
He's not going to do that.
Bro,
He's not going to do
listen. Billy is too much work for Canelo at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
He too
that.
much work.
You don't think Canelo has the skills or the experience or the championship grit to take out Billy?
No.
Not
So Billy can't be
Canelo.
that bad then. Billy can't be that bad then, boy, because he
No,
hates
because here's the thing. And Billy ain't got not one special effect. He don't got a sidestep. He don't got a head movement. He don't got a bob. He don't got a weave. He don't have a fucking jab. He don't got none of that shit. He just come forward, pressure. Here's the thing. Does Canelo feel like being on the back foot like that all night long? Do he feel like being 100% defense and 1 or 2 punches each round for 12 rounds? Do he feel like having an M. Billy in his chest all night long at this age and this stage? M. Billy is too much work for Canelo. Not saying that M. Billy is just skilled up, not saying he the fastest, the strong. I'm not saying that, but he is a fucking headache for anybody. A young nigga, he a headache for a young nigga, let alone an old nigga like Canelo. You feel me?
Hey, facts, bang. And look, it's crazy. I don't know how old I know we got some, some older fellas in here. Hey, that's like, I'm gonna break it down like basketball. That's like going to the courts and you at your age and you see an 18-year-old young boy that's about to go to college jumping out the gym and they running fools. I'm like, hey man, let's go 3-on-3 and half court, bro. Like, come on, ain't nobody trying. We doing half court. Canelo is at the point now, bro. He playing half court basketball, man. 3-on-3, bro. He not trying to run full court. And Billy, man, even if Canelo found a way to win that fight, he would be done. It would take too many years off that Canelo don't got no more. Canelo don't have a long shelf life left no more to be like, I could take on a fight like that and it take life off. It's bro.
See the community bang. They're in disagreement. You know what I'm saying? They think that Billy's tailor made for Canelo Alvarez. You don't think he comes in with his head high up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They think he's tailor made. Me, I think it's a great fight in my opinion. But you think it's all wrong.
No. Listen, on paper, that's a good fight to have. I would watch the shit out that fight because it's gonna be fan friendly. Now, this is what we got to remember. Canelo is a one punch at a time ass nigga. But if you stand there and you give him a Mexican style fight, that's when he throws combos. We seen it with Berlanga, we seen it with Munguia as of recently. If you stand there and give Canelo something to do, he gonna let go 2 and 3 punches at a time. You feel me? The uppercut follow, you know what I'm saying? The hook followed by the uppercut and another hook. He gonna do that. But when you boxing Canelo, he 1 punch at a time. So when he fight a M. Billy, he gonna have to throw them combinations all night long whenever he get a chance to, because M. Billy gonna be in his chest. He gonna be in that boy chest giving him all kind of headache and heartaches. You feel me? So it's a good fight, but you feel me? You say what now?
I said we just seen the last fight. Canelo can't afford to fight how Lester Martinez just fought him. He can't do that. That's too much.
That's what I'm saying. That's too much work. It's too much work. You know what I'm saying? Way too much work. Hey, look, I got man. Hey, look, man, this dude, I want to respect him too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because he been waiting patiently, bro.
I'm hopping off.
You hopping off, Mill?
Yeah, I'll hop off.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, Mill.
Just let me know.
The boxing outcome. Pull up boxing outcome.
Hey, Mill, I appreciate your work too, Mill.
Yeah, salute meal ticket, man.
Yeah, we definitely salute meal ticket, man. That boy got that partnership with the not the zone, but with Top Ranking shit, man. That boy doing this thing right now, bro. He been
For real? I ain't know he did that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, Mill. Congrats, bro.
Yes. Salute, Mr. Meal Ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? We're proud to hear that great news right there. That's what we want to hear. Elevation and progress.
Yeah. EH, I see you back there, baby. My bad, baby. It's it's hectic right now, baby. My bad, baby.
I'm gonna just break down what I honestly and shout out to the panel, shout out to everybody in the chat in boxing
Well,
communities.
go on, G, because you were saying something around there. What was you saying, G?
So yo, you can hear me good?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
So as far as Crawford goes, I would like him honestly. You know, he had that 4-time undisputed shirt on. I don't know if you guys seen that on social media. I honestly think that he is in control to extend the poll or move the poll. He shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
bother about boxing politics and what other people say. You know, a lot of fighters now and in the future are not going to be able to do what this man has just done. It's as simple as that. I picked him and I predicted the win, because one thing I notice is Canelo, he is always moving that left foot. He's always moving that left foot. And the faster guy was going to be Crawford. Mayweather gave him problems. Erislandy Lara gave him problems. And I watched those fights even before the fight happened, even before um, my prediction. I enjoyed those fights. I thought Lara did enough to win that Canelo fight. And at that time, Golden Boy Promotions was the one, doing their thing with Canelo, etc. But what I would like Crawford to do, honestly, is go to 160
Mm-hmm.
before you retire. You're 38 years old, and then like you guys said, make a movie out this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is history. Like this is everybody's gonna be speaking for this for the next century. You hear? Um, he can go to 160, get the Jenny Beck fight. It's one fight for 2 titles. Then you go
Mm-hmm.
to Carlos Adames, who's somebody who you already sparred with. And then the last fight, make it Lara if he doesn't retire or somebody else doesn't get the belt. That could be your last fight. That is the most complicated fight on paper, or based on boxing fans and what they have been able to see in the past, with these fights, these styles of certain Cuban style boxers. That's their style, and it's a thing of boxing, moving around the ring and using the ring to your advantage, your athleticism, your stamina, your fatigue. So, but yeah, man, I would like to see that happen. I would like Crawford to extend the pole. You're in control. You're the face of boxing now. As far as Canelo goes, I think he has nothing to lose to move up at 175 and give the fans everything they've
Ain't
been
happening.
waiting for. Everything they've been waiting for. And just give us the Benavidez fight and retire. That's that's
No, no,
that's
no.
Ain't happening.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree
Ain't
with that.
happening.
he has nothing to lose to try it. He has nothing to lose to try. And the other thing
Yes, he
is,
does.
otherwise ask for a rematch, because they apparently got a rematch clause. Even though I wouldn't like to see a rematch, I already know it's going to be the same result. I would have Crawford winning again. But asking for a rematch, I mean, what other money move? You just got paid 150 million.
Right. But see, this the thing though. This the thing. A Benavidez fight is a totally different fight from a Canelo
Mm-hmm.
fight. That's 175 and an extra like foot. Like he taller.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
No. I
different
don't want
fight.
I don't want Crawford to go 175. I want Canelo to go to 175.
Oh, okay.
Canelo
So
has
look.
nothing to
Here's the
lose.
thing. Yeah. I get it. I get it on that. But here's the thing too. Canelo going to 175. We talking about the yards, the Benavidez is the see really. I don't want to see Canelo fight nobody but
He ain't going
Benavidez.
to
He should.
75 and if
Hey
Benavidez
man,
up there.
listen.
My bad, thing.
But now you good. But here's the thing. I always said this. If Canelo lose to Crawford, oh well, you should have fought Benavidez. It would have
Yep.
made more sense. That
Yep.
L
Yeah.
would have made more sense. I've been saying it that
He's
this
supposed to
fight
have
means
heart like a
nothing.
Mexican. Where that at?
Right. I've been saying it. This fight only meant something to Crawford. Canelo is in a lose-lose situation by taking this Crawford fight. If you beat Crawford, it's like fuck it, you beat a little nigga. We've seen this shit before. If you lose to
Yeah, that,
Crawford, it's like,
bruh.
oh shit, this nigga just lost to a small nigga. You should have fought
Yeah.
niggas that was in your weight class. So this
So
ain't
where
nothing
that
but
put him at?
this ain't nothing but karma biting him in his ass for cherry
Yep.
picking.
Which is a bang. I gotta double down what you're saying, bang. Because this is the same thing I said before the fight when I said that this is the same fight as Tank and Roach. It's the same thing. He got bit in the ass because he should have been fighting Shakur. He got bit in the
Right,
ass. He took the lower fighter. That's again is
right.
somebody that these lower fighters they can box. Because they are used to boxing more. I said it's the same thing. They on the top and then they pick the wrong. They've been making great choices of who they was picking, and now they done bit them in the ass, both of them, back to back in the same year. Well, on the same type of fight. It bit them both in the ass. I keep telling they the same type of fighters. It's the aura and how they fight where they start picking these fighters that's a little bit scared of them. But when they fight somebody that they respect and they get the respect, it's a whole nother fight. And really, Tank was looking for ways out of that fight, just like Canelo just was. We seen them both do something around the same type at the end of these fights. They've been doing this. They both acted the same way in these last end of the fight. They realized like, damn, I really got to fight. And they've been used to these last couple of years coasting. These last like 5 fights, both of them been coasting. And now they got in there, they really had to get back to where that hunger at and the fight again. And they realized that they ain't got it the same way.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. See,
I
I'm
don't
looking
think
at this,
Tank ever
man.
had
Look,
it, bro.
right. You say what? Okay,
That hunger
okay.
to
So
be
look,
great, my bad.
it say now it's the same. Plenty of smoke for Tank at 135. He didn't need to fight Roach. Shakur was right there and others. That's a fact. So that's the thing, bro. I feel like you lose you pick Roach out of all these people who you could have been fighting. You pick Roach. There's a fight that we didn't ask for, but now we want to see a rematch. Now everything else is being held up again because you want to go out here and cherry pick. All this shit is cherry picks going wrong.
Yep.
You feel me? So, man, I mean, we seen this movie before, bro. Nobody's safe on this channel, bro. If you fucking up, we're gonna let you know. You feel me? If Canelo would have fought David Benavidez and he would have won or lost to David Benavidez, that victory and that defeat would have made so much more sense than going out here and beating or losing to Bud Crawford, bro.
That you hitting
All
that
right,
shit on the head, bro. I'm gonna let you
I
guys
got
go.
I got a
Go
quick. All right, appreciate you, boy. Appreciate your
ahead.
patience, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so look, I want to talk about this. EH. I don't know what that boy got going on. EH.
Dang, you
Oh,
cooking,
okay.
bro.
All right, so look, listen. I got a question, right? A lot of people starting to say they starting to compare Floyd to Bud, right? So my nigga pulled up on me last night. That nigga say, man, nigga, Bud Crawford better than Floyd. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, I
No.
like that opinion. But here's the thing. So I asked him. He say, man, it ain't time to get technical. Nigga, it ain't time to get technical with your answer. I'm like, but bro, we gotta get technical because you saying that he better than Floyd. So let's talk about it. 135. Bud versus Floyd at Pretty Boy Floyd at 135. Who wins? Let's look at the resume, look at the style, look at the accomplishments. Who wins at 35 out of Floyd and Bud?
Lord.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bang. I thought
Talk
about
to
this long for a while now. Floyd is my favorite fighter all time,
right.
and then Bud is too. So they've been my next. So I've always tried to answer this question, and I don't have an answer to it. I ain't even gonna hold it. Like, and that's being
Understood.
real because
Thir-
go ahead.
I was gonna say 35 to me, Floyd. At
Say it
35.
again.
At
35 what?
35,
Uh-huh.
I'm taking Floyd.
Okay.
Boy at 30. Bud wasn't at his strongest at 35. In my opinion.
Okay.
Floyd, that's a little closer to natural weight, so he was probably stronger that Diego Corrales performance. You don't really see shit better than that. I'm picking Floyd at 35.
Okay. Okay. Who else at 35? Like anybody else on this panel? What y'all got? EH, who you got at 35? Crawford or Floyd? EH, boy, what you doing, boy? All right. So hold up on EH. Tim Boski, who you got? Who you got at 35? Bud or Floyd?
Hmm.
Is that EH with the echo, man?
I got Floyd. I got Floyd at that juncture. Boyd Crawford's. You seen that he struggled to make weight around that campaign of him at 135. Upwards and onwards, 140 would have been very difficult, but upwards and onwards, I would have Boyd Crawford. I believe the reach, I believe the IQ also levels when it comes to offensive, being on the offensive front foot. I believe Bud is a better athlete than Floyd also. The wrestling background, in my opinion, helped with him against someone like Canelo. We saw Bob Crawford jabbing from the conventional stance. We saw him jabbing from the high guard. We saw him jabbing from the B slips. We saw him doing multiple things in there. So I believe Crawford will get the job done against Crawford at 135.
You saying you say you think Crawford gets the job done against Floyd at 35?
Yes. He might.
Okay.
Floyd gets the job done against Crawford at 135. But going upwards and onwards, Crawford will beat Floyd at 147 and upwards.
Hold on. Before we move forward, we're gonna pass that blunt around. So you got Floyd at 35. B Dungy, you got Floyd at 35. What you got, Real Ralph?
I can't pick, bro. The one thing I will say is this: the reason why I can't, and I like how people say with the weight. To me, I go off styles. I don't really care about 35, 40.
Right.
To me, that I ain't with that. I'm looking at strictly how the skill set that they bring and they styles. I really can't pick. I really feel like if it will go every fight, they will need a trilogy to decide it. I feel like whoever on their best night, like really, man, because it's going to be small. The margin going to be small. It's going to be too close of a fight every single time.
Okay. Who else we got in here? Rap Form?
Man, come on, bro. I got Floyd. No matter what weight class, Brody. No matter what weight class.
Understood. I like that. Okay. So at 40, Dungy, what we looking like?
I just think Floyd's mental is different. And I think that would be the determining factor, no matter what. Or I'll just say, we seen Bud, and everybody say when Bud get hit, he want to get click back. I just feel like at some point, Floyd's mental, I think, was the determining factor.
Okay.
Hey, Bang, I would say this too. I don't think Bud has fought nobody like Floyd.
Right. This is true.
Has Floyd fought somebody like Bud?
No. That's my thing. That's my thing. That's my whole thing. No.
Hold on. What do you mean? Like,
but he fought people faster.
You don't think Zab was like that?
Right.
Okay.
You don't think Zab was like that? Zab was like that, bro.
Yes.
What that
hold on.
fight?
Shane Mosley was that guy. What was he like? 28 and 0 before he lost?
No. I can't give you Shane. I can give you Zab. I can't give you Shane.
But Shane with that speed and power, though, bro. Shane with that speed and power, bro.
It was at that point. It was at that point when they fought.
Exactly.
It was at that point when they fought. You know what I'm saying? But like that 140 Shane, shit like that nigga was boy, Shane Mosley was a motherfucker. You ever heard of a motherfucker?
Hey, that's my thing though. It's just like when Miller
Terrence ain't never fought a motherfucker. Canelo was that motherfucker. He ain't the same Canelo.
But listen though. Just like we were saying about who would give Bud like the hardest challenge about the styles, That was Shane Mosley to Floyd. That pickable, that in and out, like that's the Shane Mosley type of style, and that's the same style that we were saying that will give Bud the trouble. And that's the same like with Floyd and Shane Mosley. That's why Shane fought the way he did. The timing, the counter punching, and the in and out type of style. That's the type of style that Shane possessed with Floyd as well.
Right.
Can I smoke with y'all real quick?
Bro, but that shit lasted for like 3 rounds though, bro.
Exactly.
I'm saying Sean Porter style gave Bud trouble for 10 rounds though.
And then what happened?
Yeah, he got KO, but I'm just saying, look how much I'm just saying again to the mental, that IQ part, bro. Floyd's that shit was different though. I just like hey Bang, I'll just say this though. And Sean was 1 foot out the game and still gave him trouble. But Bang, I just feel like we all suffer from the recency bias. Like Floyd's mental was fucking different, bro. The recency bias, bro. Floyd was fucking different.
Wait, can I smoke with y'all real quick though? I just want to hit the man. Bro, if look, we could give Floyd 35. That was the young Floyd. I think if they meet up at 35, he'd get him.
Right.
I maybe lean towards him at 40, but 47 and up, but it's too much for Floyd, bro. I'm sorry.
4. I gotta say this, man. 4 is the same nigga that said Kobe took what Jordan did and took it to another level, bro. We gotta keep that in mind. We gotta keep that in mind, y'all. Too much for Floyd is insane for him.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Floyd will
Too much for him.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. I can't.
Too much is insane, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Listen. And I said this before the Canelo fight. I don't know what comparison you tried to draw with the Kobe running with something that Michael Jordan did, right?
No, that's what you said. You said that for him.
Hold on. I did say that, but I don't know why you brought that up, because this situation is completely different. They're completely different temperaments. Hold on. They're completely different temperaments. They're completely different people. They're completely different everything. So Floyd didn't take Crawford didn't take no script from Floyd. It's not like he's trying to be like him. We never heard Crawford say he took Floyd's script and none. No, so I don't even know why you brought that up. That's pointless. That's
no. The reason I brought it up is before you was too young to watch, nigga, bro.
Oh my God.
That's the point. You wasn't watching that shit live, bro. And if you think Bud and Floyd is this close to age, and you really think Bud wasn't watching Floyd taking that from him, that's crazy. There's nobody from that era that didn't copy off Floyd. Nobody.
Right. Okay, so look. Let's talk about this right quick. Rad Ricks. That boy say Floyd fought all those fighters. He fought all those fighters past their primes. He waited them out to fight them. I give him credit for Morales though. Hold on. Let me get this part right quick. When Floyd was at 40, he was saying he was willing to move up. He wanted to fight Costa Zoo. He wanted to fight Sugar Shane Mosley. He tried to fight Oscar De La Hoya before they fought. All them niggas, I can't speak on the Costa Zoo situation, but I know for shit show, Sugar Shane and Oscar De La Hoya said that they didn't want to fight Floyd because there was no money in it. He was chasing them niggas. When he was at 140, he was talking about moving up to 147. He was chasing all them niggas. They told him no. It wasn't no money in fighting no Floyd Mayweather, bro. It's only one person in boxing that I felt like Floyd avoided, and that was Paul Williams. He the only person.
Yep.
But man, hold on, Costa Zoo lost to Ricky Hatton. That's why he fought Ricky Hatton, because Costa Zoo lost to Ricky Hatton.
Exactly. So he fought Ricky Hatton when Ricky Hatton had more knockouts and more wins and more fights than Floyd. He was undefeated. Diego Corrales was undefeated with more knockouts and fights than Floyd when they fought. Who else he fought past their prime? Let's say Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. He couldn't get the Oscar De La Hoya fight when he wanted it because Bob kept them niggas away from each other. He couldn't get the fight until he got away from Bob. He couldn't get the Cotto fight until Cotto got away from Bob because Cotto, Floyd been wanting to fight Cotto at 47. When they was at 47, but Cotto was still on the top rank. He couldn't get the fight. Bob didn't want it to happen. Bob kept a lot of them niggas away from each other. This is what people fail to realize. So when he fought Sugar Shane Mosley, Sugar Shane was coming off that Margarito fight. They say Sugar Shane looked better than he ever had looked. He didn't fight nobody that didn't have no momentum. By the time he became Money Mayweather and he fought them fighters, everybody was coming off a big win. All of them. Madonna was coming off the Broner fight. Sugar Shane was coming off the Margarito fight. Who else? Canelo they was already setting him up to be a star before he fought Floyd. He had all the momentum in the world. You got Cotto. Cotto was coming off the who was it? The Margarito fight when he fought Floyd? Was it that second Margarito fight? Cotto had momentum too.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? All these niggas had momentum.
I got a
Whose performance looked better though on Canelo, bro?
Huh?
Whose performance looked better on Canelo? Floyd or Bud's?
Floyd's was cleaner. Floyd's was cleaner. But Crawford was more in attack mode.
Easy work. Crawford had to work for that, bro. He had to work for that last night, bro.
68. He went to his weight.
Yeah.
He went to his weight.
It was
Floyd went to Canelo too, though, Floyd.
But we gotta remember,
I got a question.
a lot of people look. A lot of people.
But him and Bud damn near started at the same weight. They both started small as shit.
They both started at 35. But here's the thing.
Yeah, so you can't say that weight shit, bro.
If one guy brought him down, if one guy brought him at 54 and the other guy moved up to catch him at 68, how can we not?
Canelo was at 54. Canelo was at 54 at the time.
Floyd, okay, however you want to slice the cake. Floyd
then you got to put this in there.
One guy went up to 68.
Floyd fought him when he had legs.
Listen to what I'm saying though, and then I got a question.
So put that in there too,
bro. We be robbing. We stop robbing.
So what would happen? What would happen if Bud fought him when he had legs?
Is
that fight looking different?
The same thing.
I think it's
Listen,
Bud can beat Bud would beat Canelo in every weight class.
Man, Bud was working for his life last night, bro.
His style period at 30 Bud would beat him in every weight.
For real, he just wanted to collect
points. Bud would beat him in every weight class.
He was on his bicycle.
I just got one question for the panel though.
That boy Brandon say Crawford washes everybody on Mayweather's resume. Hold on.
No, he don't.
Floyd don't beat a Ndangu. Floyd don't beat a Gamboa. Floyd already beat a Canelo. Floyd don't beat a Sean Porter. Floyd don't beat a Ricky Burns. Floyd don't beat a Jeff Horn. Floyd don't beat a Errol Spence. Floyd don't. Come on.
Wait, Ben, can I pose my question? Wait, Ben, can I pose my question? And that's why I want to ask my question, right? So if we not, because okay, and I got two things to say. I got one question and one statement. It's crazy how all of a sudden he's just the most duck fighter, yet the biggest drag that everybody say is that we're in the Floyd Mayweather era where fighters pick and choose who they want. It's crazy now though that ever since Bud did this,
niggas been doing that though, bro. Before
hold on. Second, my question is,
they used to say like when it was his turn.
Hold on. With that being said, if we can agree that both fighters were ducked, right? What are we going off of and saying that one will beat the other? Are we going off of performances? Are we going off of resume? Like, what are we going off of?
No, I said in my statement that Floyd's mental would be the deciding factor.
Hell no.
Okay, bro.
Reflexes.
How am I talking, bro? We've never seen Floyd. We never seen Floyd get frustrated. We've never seen Floyd get taken. We've never seen Floyd get taken out of his game ever. A fucking riot broke out in the ring, and Floyd went to the corner and relaxed. I'm not talking crazy. I watched this nigga, nothing rattled him ever. Maidana fighting crazy, pushing him in his hips and knees. That nigga was calm no matter what. He got locked
I've never
onto a
seen
nigga
Floyd
arm and
dance
stayed
that much.
calm. Come on, bro. I'm just saying, I seen Floyd calm no matter what, bro. Floyd's mental was different, bro.
I've never
Nah,
seen Floyd look like Terrence looked last night.
I can't give Floyd
I
Mayweather
can't
no
give y'all
mental edge
that, bro.
against Terrence Crawford after what he just did, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what y'all smoking tonight. Bro, he's 3-time
Bro,
undisputed.
that's why I asked. But this is
Yeah,
why
I
I
can't.
asked.
Three
This is why
times
I asked.
undisputed.
Yeah, that's
But
something,
see,
bro. But shit, man, you can
Three
maneuver
times,
through that
no,
shit,
bro.
bro.
Hey, and you know what? I
Bro,
was telling people, look, I was at a watch party and I was telling all the
And you
people,
know
and I'm
these
like,
days, if you look unbeatable, they ain't gonna fight you. So
but hold on,
I
hold on,
think
hold
he
on.
got
I
the
was
position
at a watch
because
party, right?
niggas actually
And
thought they can beat him.
I don't think motherfuckers actually understand
Because
the
when they don't think
value of what
they
he
can't
did.
beat you, you already
The
know they ain't gonna
value,
fight you.
no, we do foreign, but at the same
the
time,
How
if
value.
many
we being
niggas ain't getting
real,
undisputed
if
because
we
of that?
being real,
Because
foreign, if we
motherfuckers
being
want to get in the
real,
ring with him.
he
You got to think about
undisputed
that
two
though,
weight
bro.
classes in 2 fights, bro. He had to win 2. He won 2 fights at 47 and 1 at 68. It's not like he really cleared out these
Bro,
divisions, bro.
oh
It's
my,
the
hey,
truth.
bro, come on, man.
It's bro. Is it not the
Come
truth?
on.
Did it take him 1 fight to win the go undisputed at 68? Yes or no?
Bang, do you hear this? Hey, this
Bang.
is
Did
what's
it
gonna
take
happen,
him
man.
1 fight to
Yo,
undisputed
It sounds like
68?
he's
Yes or
bet on
no?
Canelo, man.
my
no,
my
listen.
thing is, what, what?
He didn't clean out 54. He didn't even fight no real body at 54.
I
I'm not
never said he
shitting on his
did.
resume. I'm not shitting on his resume. I'm not doing that. But at 54, Floyd fought Canelo and Cotto. It's different. It's different from a Masvidal. You feel me? It's
Thank
different from a
you.
Masvidal. A Cotto, and a Canelo at 54. Now the only reason why the fight was at 52 with Canelo is because him and Oscar asked for 152 pounds. They asked for that.
Yeah.
Floyd didn't offer that. They asked for that. You feel me? So
It,
so
it,
so 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 Madrimov is neither one of those. We only know Madrimov for his losing efforts.
Wait. Listen, if we taking out the situations of what Canelo was brought here to do, if you just looking at like as far as like the progressions of each fighter's careers and when the fights happen, Terrence Crawford moving up to go beat fucking Israel Madrimov is damn near equal to what Floyd did. The
Oh
only thing
my
is
Not at
that we
all.
knew
God.
Canelo.
No,
That's the
chill,
only
chill, chill.
difference.
Did
Oh
Masvidal
my
have a
God.
belt?
See,
We knew
foreign.
Canelo.
That's where you be. That's
Hey,
where you be
chill,
losing
foreign.
foreign when you
Chill,
say shit
foreign.
like
Chill,
that,
foreign.
foreign.
No,
Yeah, you
no,
done
we
You
gotta
said
be
a
be
out of
lot.
your
honest,
league, foreign.
bro.
He fought a guy with 10. He fought a
Hold
guy
on,
with 10
because listen,
fights.
because look, we looking at hindsight. Hold on. We looking at
Right.
hindsight of who
Foreign,
Canelo became, bro. Before Canelo
foreign.
fought Floyd, who the fuck was
Foreign.
he?
Kodo,
He had 40 fights, bro, and has
foreign.
30 fucking knockouts before he fought
Madrimov
Floyd.
ain't
And
Kodo.
who was he?
What do you mean? Who was he? How
Madrimov,
did he get the
Hold on,
Foreign? How do you think he got the Floyd
foreign.
fight, bro?
who was
Madrimov is
who?
Bro,
not
we
Kodo.
only knew Canelo because he was knocking shit out in Mexico.
No,
No, no, no,
nigga.
no, no, no,
See,
no, no,
foreign.
no,
That's what I be
no.
saying about you
Chill,
being too young. You don't
chill,
remember,
chill.
bro.
What did Canelo do before he fought Floyd?
He fought
He,
That
bro,
boy
he
had
fought
like 20.
Austin
That
Trout.
boy had, yep.
and
He
he
fought
had, bro, he had
Austin
like
Trout.
12 titles, and
Bro,
he had like
what the
12,
hey,
dang,
bro?
and he had like 12 title defenses. You're tripping,
He
foreign.
had more fights than Floyd. He
Yeah,
had
he
more
did.
fights than Floyd when they fought. He had more fights than
He
Floyd.
came to
Even
America with
though
20
he
fights.
Right,
but
and he
still
fought
though.
Floyd with damn near 45, foreign.
He came with 20.
Okay, so he still had 25 wins in
So
America, and 10 of them was title fights.
look what he grew to be though. Look at what they grew to. Look at what he grew to be crowned as the face of boxing. Floyd made him a star in that defeat. Look
How
what
do we
he
know
look at
Madrimov gonna
how
become a star? He's young
Bro,
too.
Madrimov had
look
10
at
fights,
how
bro.
look at
Madrimov
how
is young
important.
too.
But oh my god. You just said Madrimov was the best nigga in 54.
That was before I saw him lose to Ballchuck. I was calling that. I was.
But you was wrong, Thor.
But that's the difference with me, bro. I will admit when I'm wrong. But I'm not
Who's
gonna lie.
wrong?
I can't just give Floyd no edge just because he was beating these dudes, bro. What this nigga just pulled off
You don't see the
3 times
skill
undisputed,
set, bro.
3 different weight
Hey,
classes.
hey,
Like
hey.
who else done
You don't
that,
see his
bro?
fighting style.
So listen. How come Crawford beating Canelo is so much of an amazing feat, and you just said Canelo wasn't shit when he fought Floyd.
Because that was
Canelo
young
was fighting
Canelo.
on. That nigga was fighting. When he was doing Floyd undercards. When he was the co-main event on Floyd pay-per-views, he was having his own pay-per-view in Mexico. Like he was the main event in Mexico, but it was a co-main event to Floyd's card. They moved the cameras from Mexico to America on the same night to cover Canelo and Floyd on the same card. They built him up under Floyd. He was a star in the making. So how come Floyd beating him ain't as important as when Crawford beat him? He was young and full of vigor, and he was faster. He was moving. He had the head movement when he fought Floyd. He was kicking ass. Floyd gave him his first L.
Bang, that's why I go to say,
He
whatever
was
era
built
you
up
in,
for
that's the
power.
era you think is the best. Born is from
Canelo Alvarez
the
was
Bud
built for
era, so
power.
you gonna go with Bud, period.
And
It's the
it's
truth,
cool
bro.
because the thing is, bro, this is Bud's time. This is
Right.
Bud's time. I'm not really here to compare them. I just want to get y'all takes on which version of Bud beats Floyd or which version of Floyd beats Bud.
Yeah.
It's all subjective because they never fought and they'll never fight. We'll never
Oh,
see the
okay,
fight.
okay,
So
okay,
it's just a conversation.
okay.
It's, it,
Well,
it,
well, well, if,
but see when you
well,
make your picks, when you come on these
okay, I
panels,
got you.
if
I'm
you
gonna
make
answer your question.
listen, if you make your picks on these panels, you got to explain You know how when you take a test, you can't just write the answers down. The teacher say you got to show your work. You got to
Because
show your work when you're doing math. You got to show your work. How did you get 4 when you added 2 plus 2? How did you get that? Show me your work. Let me know you're not using a calculator or you're not just guessing. Show me your work. That's all we doing.
Hey, Bang, and honestly, this is why, like I said, they my 2 favorite fighters. So I've always tried to compare them as much as I can. I can't give you who will win, but I can debate on as far as the blue. Like you said, I can show my work on how one can win and get it done, but I really can't definitively say one has the edge in no category. That's my thing. I think I heard my man Dudley. I think it was somebody, Dick Dudley. He was like, the mental edge over Floyd got the mental edge, and I just can't give him that. I can't give him the speed. I can't give him the counter punch. You might say his defense a little better than Crawford, but the way Crawford places his shots on offense is his defense as well. And in that fight, the defense is kind of negated to me in some way because they both gonna catch and shoot, they both gonna slip, they both gonna do the same. They do the same stuff. They just use it differently. They just use it differently to get the job done.
I'm sorry, y'all. Whose background is that?
I don't know. It's one of them at the bottom.
Let me see. I think that's. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's. I
It
can't
was
even see his name.
Reform.
I don't think it's foreign. It ain't foreign.
No,
Yeah, bro,
reform.
I got the list,
Oh,
bro.
reform. Yeah, I think that's reform.
Yeah. As soon as you mute
But look, to answer your
that's
question though, honestly, I think I don't know. I want it because look, I want to say 35. No, actually, I think younger and younger. I think Floyd beats him for sure. Younger and younger for sure. I think.
But you giving it you say you give it the now. See, if you want to say Crawford get him at 47, bro, it's all a good argument because none of them niggas ever lost in their respective division. You feel me? They never lost. Know what I'm saying? So you know, Crawford did it in a different way. Floyd did it his way. Crawford did it his way. We
But
just
y'all,
don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
you know why I go with Crawford though, bro. It's just if we go off of just the different display of shit that we've saw. Like I get it. Floyd is a master student, bro. That like to me, that's what made Floyd good. And this is why I jump back on, right? The difference between Floyd and Crawford to me, and the reason why like Floyd is his own thing, because I feel like he came where he created a huge ass wave where it was like you couldn't deny him. But to me, like Bud was born like just different, bro. I think the nigga is of that Michael Jordan cut, bro. Like just the shit that he can pull out of his ass, bro.
Cause look, I can say that because look, you got to think about it like this. Floyd
the groundbreaking
created
shit that he's able to do.
Yeah, check this out. Floyd created the
Well, then he should have stopped Canelo last night.
I feel you, but listen, Floyd didn't invent the undefeated run. He didn't invent the maximum pay. He didn't invent that. I remember watching Roy Jones Jr. say, "Yeah, I'll fight such and such for 70-30, for 80-20, shit like that." I heard Roy say that shit when he was on top. But here's the thing: Floyd set the trend to remain undefeated. Floyd set the trend to get that maximum pay. He set the trend. Crawford set the trend of collecting all the belts in each division. That's the trend he set. He wasn't the first one to do it, but he made it a thing. He made it a goal that made right. He made everybody want to be undisputed in their respective weight classes. So they both brought something to the game that we needed. You feel me?
Hey, Bang. I want to say this too, though. It's something I just thought of, man, when y'all talking, and like I think the boy Dungy said, he kind of brought me to this, and I could be wrong, but to me, Crawford is Pretty Boy Floyd stuck in Pretty Boy Floyd. That's Crawford to me. That's how I look at Crawford. Meaning
you saying that's Floyd. If he's Pretty Boy, if he never would have turned into money.
Yes, sir. Gotcha. That's Crawford.
Gotcha.
Why you say that though, bro?
Long Pretty Boy Floyd.
Why you say that though, bro? I need explanation on that because you feel me?
He more elusive, more explosive.
Yes, sir. So Pretty Boy Floyd was trying to knock shit out. Pretty Boy Floyd was defensive, but he also was offense. And people don't realize too, if people really like, again, I watched Bud's whole career. People don't realize when Bud first came, Bud was defensive. They were saying Bud was a defensive fighter at the very beginning. People don't talk about that enough, and they don't talk about that. But he was more a little more defensive at the beginning until he started to not. He started running through it. Just like I said with Pretty Boy, the same way. He was more offensive, even though he had defense and he was using it. He was using more of his offensive abilities. It got to a point where he hurt his hand. That's when he went more defensive. It was like, I can win this way and selectively do it, kind of like how Shakur is doing right now. The same type of way. Shakur used to be putting hands on people in the amateurs and at the beginning he was putting straight hands on people. Shakur just started in these last couple of years starting to switch to straight, defense and being a little more counterpunch. But Shakur used to be offensive too. And I get it. It get different once you start to get to the, you start fighting different levels and you start to see, all right, I got to play more to my strengths completely, and I got to hone it and polish my game and polish my style. But Bundy, Pretty Boy, that boy to me, that was Crawford. That mindset, Crawford, that was basically Crawford is stuck in Pretty Boy era. Like, this how I want to win, this how I move, and this how I want to win. There's no other way around. Floyd had to adjust.
He's stuck in Pretty Boy right now. You saying he's stuck in Pretty Boy right now?
I'm talking Crawford.
Yeah. He's saying Crawford got a career long Pretty Boys, like he's Pretty Boy Floyd for a whole career.
Nah, he was Mayweather last night, bro.
And see, that's
but he wasn't Mayweather.
I'm not talking about.
Because
I'm not
Mayweather
talking
is
about
gonna sit in
last.
that
I'm
pocket
not.
and shoulder roll the shit out of you and been
He sat in the
countering the fuck
pocket.
out you.
He
He only
sat in the
did that a
pocket.
few times. He fought in
He
spurts.
did it, bro.
He fought in
Exactly.
spurts.
He did it, but
In
but
spots.
is
He
either
ain't
he
won
did it or
any
he
games
didn't do
for
it.
real.
Is either he did or he, but
Because he had
he
a
got
chance to get
somebody
on
that's
his
in front of
ass,
him. He
and he got
did.
defensive.
He did. He did. He no. He
Pretty
didn't.
boy,
No.
pretty boy, pretty boy
He
would have
got
knocked his ass out.
discipline. He got discipline. He got
Hey,
discipline.
hey, bro, let me ask
Let's
you.
get it correct. He got discipline. He
Nah,
stayed
he didn't want
disciplined.
to get
No,
knocked.
Real,
he
real
wanted
rare,
to.
He didn't want to
Hold on,
get
hold on,
hit
hold
with
on,
dumb
hold
shit.
on, hold
That's
on,
all
hold
that
on.
did.
He won exactly. Canelo still was fresh enough to be able to somewhat try to hurt
Bro,
him.
he could have
But
got him in like
you
that
don't
night.
get greedy. You
He was
don't get
wearing
greedy.
down.
You don't get greedy when you up on the score the way you do. Yes, you
That's why he ain't, that's why he
if
on the Mount
Canelo
Rushmore, but he
hey,
ain't the
real
one.
rare,
Canelo still got to
If he would have
Hold
stopped
on,
him,
no, no,
Canelo.
come
he
on,
would have had to be like
Let's
number one
talk.
opponent or some
Let's talk
shit
about.
probably, or one or
But
two. But
let's talk about
he on Mount
Canelo.
Rushmore, bro. He like
Let's talk about
5'6".
let's talk about Canelo not pushing the issue so that Crawford can also counter him too. Canelo should have stepped on the gas as well. So we can't take
Canelo
away
ain't got
from
no fucking
Crawford
legs no
not
more,
doing
brother.
it. We can't take away from Crawford
If
not stepping on
that
the
was the
gas when
Canelo that fought
Canelo
Floyd,
could have
then you
done
would
it
have been
too.
like, yeah, he had a better chance. But Canelo, come on, bro, he
Wait,
ain't got no
reform,
legs.
reform. If we being honest though, let's really be honest. We know if Floyd would have fought Canelo anywhere close to 68, it would have been multiple stipulations on it.
Man,
Like, so
Floyd would
it's
have
just
beat the shit
like
out of
that's
him.
that's what I'm saying.
That's a
Like, it's
fact
just
though.
to
That's a
me.
Floyd
fact.
Like,
would have beat the
listen,
That's
shit
a
out
this
of
is why I
fact.
him.
So
tell
so
That's
people.
a
so if
fact.
Floyd
Hold
so
on.
now
That's a
hold on,
fact.
This is
bang,
why.
bang.
Yeah,
So now
the
Floyd gets a negative for being the A side. Is what you're saying?
I'm not.
No,
Man,
No, I
man,
never said it's a
no, that's
negative.
literally what you're saying. That's what you're
If
saying.
Floyd would have got this Canelo, Floyd would have stopped him because he damn near stopped him when he was young, bro. They just
he's
ain't
saying
throw that
Damn
shit
near
Floyd
in.
don't count if it didn't
or
happen.
money. You talk about Floyd or money.
Either
They
one,
sport.
bro.
No, it's not.
Either
No,
one.
no, no.
Hey,
Hey,
Nah,
hey,
Mayweather,
real rare, real
Money,
rare, real
Money
rare. Can I
Mayweather
ask you
would
a
have stopped
question?
him.
yo,
Pretty
let's go.
boy
Let's
would have
go.
knocked him out. All right, I'm gonna put
Let's
that.
go. I'm
Pretty
here.
boy knocked him out. Money don't stop him. If it's that Canelo we saw last night, that Canelo versus Pretty is knocking him out. Money,
Yo, but
stop him.
listen, bro. I listen. Look, respectfully, listen. I understand that, right? But what we can't do, you cannot, you can't put in what Crawford did and then try to take him out when it's time to stop and say that, oh, Floyd would have stopped him. You can't. You got to look at the work that was being done to
I
how
seen
Crawford
it.
got to that point to be able to
I
stop
seen
him. So
it.
you can't try to take him out and then put Floyd in and say he would stop him. You can say that about a lot
Pretty
of
boy,
fighters then.
pretty boy. If it was pretty boy, yeah, pretty boy would have. Floyd would have been more defensive. 'Cause
hey, hey,
once
Hey,
they
you
got
sound
reform,
once
you
get
they
you
a
got
sounding
that fight,
robot.
crazy.
bro, they get
You
more
sound like you a
defensive because they ain't
robot
trying to get
talking
hit with no
underwater.
dumb shit.
Yo,
Hey,
whoever
hey,
right there
hey, rare.
talking,
Can I ask you a question, rare?
yeah, talk to me, bro. I'm here.
All right, so did Canelo land that right hand like 2, 3, 4, 5 times last night?
The straight right.
Yeah.
Yup,
Okay. When he fought Madrimov, did Madrimov land that right hand 4, 5,
yup.
6, 7 times?
Yes, sir.
Name one fight we seen Floyd get hit with the same punch more than once.
What does that matter though?
Bro, it matters a lot. We're talking about comparing the two.
Yeah,
We're
okay,
talking
let's
about
talk.
adjustments.
Let's talk.
We're
Let's
talking
talk.
about
Let's talk.
IQ. We're talking about what would
Yeah,
separate the two fighters if they fought. That's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
talk.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
matters.
Absolutely. Hey, no, we good, bro. We talking. Look, listen, I love that question. So you right, and you when the Floyd get hit with the same punch more than once, he got hit a couple. Shane caught him a couple times. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just one time.
No, but it
Shane
was
caught him a couple
different
times.
punches. It was different punches though.
But
And
that
then what? And
and
then once he caught Floyd with them punches, he never landed them again.
yeah, he stopped it. Correct. I
Well,
agree. But that what does that?
I think the only person Floyd got hit with the same punch by
Zad.
was Cotto. No, Cotto.
Oh yeah, Kodo.
Cotto.
Yeah. Kodo.
Cotto.
Hold on, bad
I think
motherfucker.
Cotto.
But
I
I'm
think
just speaking
Zab did
to
too.
hey rare real quick. I'm just saying all I'm
Yeah.
speaking to is like I said the IQ separation. If you land something good on Floyd, you ain't getting that shit again. You're gonna have to think of a whole nother combo or another punch to get off because you ain't getting that one again.
And
I'm just saying that that's little shit to me that was separating the two. I'm not acting like Bud ain't shit and Floyd. No, I'm not
yeah,
trying
for
to say that.
sure. For sure.
I'm just saying they are so close, especially after last night. I'm not going down. I'm not with Reform, and I'm not down. Last
What
night
you
was
mean?
unfucking
I'm not
believable to
downplaying
me.
you, bro. I'm not
Hold
No,
on,
downplaying
hold
you
on.
said
that.
no.
No,
You
look.
said he was.
I'm just
Hold on,
saying.
hold on, bro. You
Hey,
said he
I'm just
was
saying.
running and all kind of shit. Last night was
He
absolutely
was.
beautiful to
He
me.
wasn't running
He
any
ain't
like
run.
that, bro.
He
He
did
wasn't
exactly what he
going
was supposed to
forward.
do.
He wasn't pushing Canelo back, bro.
hey, you sound
He
like a
was going
robot,
side
bro.
to side, catching his points. You know what I mean? He did trade
No,
some
you
No,
sound like
no,
a
styles. He
not
robot,
tried.
not
He
bro.
got
late in
the
the
best
fight.
of him,
Not late in the
bro.
fight. Not late in that
Come
fight.
on.
He
Come
Hey,
did
on.
it
He worked for
perfect,
that shit.
hey,
That wasn't like Floyd. When
bro.
Floyd
I
came
don't
back
call
with
that.
some of that shit was
I don't feel
clean.
like Bud worked last night. Bud was
Clean.
having fun in
That shit
schooling that
wasn't
little nigga,
he
bro.
that shit
was. He
wasn't
was.
beautiful last
He
night.
was.
Yes, it
Bro,
was.
that
That
shit wasn't
shit.
beautiful.
That shit was.
Hey,
Hey,
can I
hey,
answer your
rare.
The
question though?
accomplishment was
Yeah, go
beautiful.
ahead, bro.
Can
The
I
Go
answer
ahead.
your
My bad,
question,
accomplishment
rare.
bro?
was beautiful.
Go
I
ahead,
give
bro.
you
Can,
that. The
Y'all one at a
accomplishment
time,
was
fella.
beautiful.
can I answer your question, bro? Who
Yes,
that?
please do.
That's Dungy, right? Yeah, Dungy. So
Yes,
listen, right?
yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
I agree with you, bro. Listen, I agree with you. He get hit with that, but my thing is when it comes to them two fighting, you gotta understand it's all about Bud. The one the greatest thing that Bud do is he go into a fight looking at what to take away from him. So yes, you might be okay with getting hit with certain stuff if you are willing to take something different or looking at a timing or I'm gonna catch him here. That same punch, he got caught with the straight right, correct. But did Bud not also catch Canelo with the
The left
most
hook.
cleanest punch with a thank you with the most cleanest punch. So he caught him with it, but he caught him when it mattered the most and caught him clean with a left cross that could have really hurt him to another level. So yes, he caught him with it multiple times, but Crawford also he's a gambler where he knows, all right, I've seen it once, I've seen it again. He's starting to throw that now. Now I'm gonna counter punch you and catch you with it. This also, Canelo other greatest punch is the left to the body. And he was catching that and throwing the shots and throwing 1, 2, and 3. He's down low and stuff, and then he's attacking. So we can sit here all day and talk about that one thing that he was getting caught with, but let's talk about what he did after it. It wasn't like he was getting caught with it all night and he didn't have no adjustment. He he adjusted and then he countered off it where Floyd would just stop it. Floyd would just
Right.
be defensive and he would just stop it.
So let me
And
ask you
then
a
what
question.
and then
That's what I'm
So what do
and
saying,
you?
bro.
still
Hey,
He
go
wasn't
rare.
ahead.
Hold
doing
on,
all that
rare.
side to side
So what
shit,
do you think?
dancing.
What do you think that
He really didn't
Bud
have to
would have
do all
brought to
that.
Floyd that would have
Skill
made it
set.
difficult for Floyd? Rare.
Said my fault. I couldn't. The other boy was
I
talking. What you
said.
say?
What about Bud's game and what did Bud bring that would have gave Floyd difficulty?
Um,
The reach.
a complete no. Honestly, it's a complete chess match, bro. I promise you, it would be a complete chess match. They would literally be just pointing each other all night. To me personally, the same stuff that beats the other person is like the jab, the stab to the body. They both will be getting that. Floyd will be looking
Wait,
for that straight right and getting out of there. Floyd will be looking for that same punch. You know, that's one of Floyd punches.
I
That
was about to
straight
say who
right and
started
getting
it.
up
I was
out of
about to
there.
say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's
And that
there,
stab
bro.
to the body. And that
Yeah,
stab to
and
the
it's that
body.
correct. And this is what I'm,
Full counter.
bro. I tell you, bro. I study these. I study these niggas, bro. What I'm saying is, this is why I'm saying I don't know who because I feel like on any given night, either one of them could win because the same stuff. This is they damn near the same, bro. They don't fight
No,
differently, but they
no,
the same. And what I
they're
mean
not
by
the
the
same.
same is Bud just think more offensively where
Right, right. That's a
Floyd
fact.
went to
It's defense
defensively,
first.
but
Right.
that don't mean. All right, I'm gonna go one basketball analogy, and I'm gonna leave it there. Some people might disagree. I don't want to go two left, but to me, like Steph Curry, to me is like Steve Nash. To me, I feel like Steph Curry could play just like Steve Nash, where he could have really just been passing the ball more and then shooting when he could. Because Nash had a fucking Jimmy. Nash could have probably really scored 30 points if he wanted to, but he
That's
wanted
a
to use
fact.
his
That's a fact.
ability. He
No,
wanted
that's
he
a
wanted
fact.
he wanted to use his ability to pass the ball and to be more of a traditional point guard. Whereas though Steph, like I can use my same ability, but I'm going to shoot this bitch. To me, it's the same thing with Floyd and Bud. They the same too, really. They just use different. They mentality is different. Where Bud is like, I'm from the hood, I'm grinding, I want to do it this way. And and Floyd was different. Floyd, when he hurt his hand, he had to mentally change his mindset where he still had that same killer mentality, but he was like, I gotta do it a little bit differently.
You
That's
know
all
what?
I'm saying when it comes to both of them.
You know what, real rare. And I'm watching a little bit of Floyd right now. And Dungy, I will give Floyd the IQ nod, but the thing that separates him to me, and the reason why I could agree with you, real rare, on the reason why it's hard to call it is because, like you say, I feel the exact same way on any given night. Either one of them can pull it out. Because the thing that separates it to me is that I think Crawford's just will to win. I think that like there won't be no
You
even
ain't
we
see
can shape
Floyd
it.
crying when he lost in the Olympics.
Hold on. We can shape the attributes up however we want to, right? But I feel like on any given night, I think Crawford will beat Floyd more times than Floyd will beat Crawford because Crawford can just
Hell
pull
no.
out
But
more.
Hell
you ain't
no.
giving a reason though for that. That's
Hell no.
nah, bro. That's just who you like
Hell
more.
Listen.
Cause you
Okay,
ain't giving no
okay,
real
hell
reason.
okay. I got you. Look, if you just look at the careers of them just pulling out different shit, like just pulling, like just being able on a moment's notice, Dungy. Like let's agree. He was getting hit with that right hand of Madrimar. But then
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, 10, 11, 12, he showed that he can adjust. That's the difference to me with Bud. He can adjust on the fly. Like I feel like
They
he'll be able to make timely decisions to
they
where
both
whenever
do, man.
Mayweather pull out, he
Bro.
gonna be able to
They
eventually
both do.
capitalize on it.
And vice versa though, foreign.
They
That's the thing.
both
That's
do.
why real rare.
I
That's
could
why
agree with
real
that. I
rare
could
said
agree
he.
with that.
That's why he said he can't choose. But this is my
I could
thing.
agree.
Bud has never fought a Maidana.
Listen, we can't.
Yeah,
Listen.
No.
I
Hold
agree
on,
with the
rare.
resumes though, Dungy.
And
Because
now
resume they
hold
was
on.
both dust.
No, the only reason I say a Madonna is because you just brought up niggas adjusting on the fly at any moment. We never seen it. We never seen Bud have to adjust to somebody that's just completely smothering him. That's a power puncher all night and see what his adjustment would be to that fight style. We've seen Floyd adjust to Canelo. We've seen Floyd
Wait,
adjust
wait,
to a
wait, 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 Dungy. I gotta give you drawback on that because isn't that a test to Crawford's greatness? We've saw him.
no. He's never fought a
Hold on,
guy like
Dungy.
Madrid,
Hold on. Hear me out real
like
quick. Hear me
Maidana.
out. Hear me out. You said we haven't saw him against any guys that smother. We've saw Crawford against plenty of guys with that style. It's just when they get in a
Who?
ring with when they get in a ring with Crawford, we've saw every fighter change up. We literally just saw it last night,
No,
bro.
Ford. I'm not giving you that. Who that Crawford fights like Marcos Maidana? You're not
I'm
just
not.
gonna say they change up.
Hey,
You got to give me
hey,
somebody who fights like
hey,
that.
hey,
Wait. What
Dungy.
type of
Hold
style?
on, for I
There's
got you.
plenty of
Hold on.
fighters with that Mexican style.
No, who fought like Maidana
Madonna
that
wasn't
Bud fought?
Mexican.
Hold on, for I got you. Listen, Dungy, that's what I'm gonna do
Uh huh.
because I love that you said that,
I'm gonna look it up.
and I don't know. I really don't know. And I've watched a lot of like I said, if you can see I studied their career, but I'm
Right.
going to. I promise you, I'm gonna have an answer for you. I promise you, because I definitely know I can't think of a name,
Oh,
but I want to say, but I'm not gonna do that. I got you, but I
Right.
got you.
Look. He
I got
can't
you.
do it. He can't
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it right now. But listen, but even though that still does not make someone that does not make me say, all right, he could beat him because of that reason.
No, rare. No. That wasn't my point. Let me say it again because maybe you missed it.
Okay, okay.
No, my point wasn't to say Bud couldn't beat that kind of style. No, because I still think Bud would punch in between those wide looping shots. With Bud, again, let me go back real quick. What Bud did last night to me was unreal, right? But
Hmm.
the reason I brought up Maidana is because Foreign said Bud would get the edge because he would adjust to any style at the drop of a dime. And all I was saying was we've seen Floyd have to adjust to Sugar Shane's speed, right? We seen him have to adjust to Zab Judah was faster than him, so he had to find another way. We seen Floyd have to adjust to Chop Cordy's flick plus speed. We seen him have to adjust to that. We seen him have to adjust to Diego
Emmanuel
Corrales.
Augustus.
Right. We've
Baby,
seen
what's
Floyd
up?
I
have to
can't.
adjust to Diego Corrales having a fucking 80-inch reach. We've seen it.
I can't give you that, Dungy.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
can't
give
give
you
you
What?
the
that,
adjustment
Dungy.
stuff for
Hold on,
those,
listen.
bro.
No, hold on.
I
Let me
can't.
clarify.
Not me.
I give it to you, right? But we also gotta understand that it wasn't more so an adjustment. It was a quick adjustment, but it was also like them fighters had to them fight. He stopped them from doing what they. So the adjust, you could say it's an adjustment, but they also had to. They styles changed up when they fought him,
Exactly.
and that's what Foreign is trying to say about
No, but
Crawford.
you're wrong. No, hold on.
Cause
Augustus switched
look,
up his
Dungy,
style
I'm
against
watching the
Floyd.
McDonough
Hold
fight right
on, hold
now,
on, hold
and
on, hold on, hold
McDonough is
on,
I'm
not
gonna
hold
tell
on.
you.
displaying the
I'm
style
gonna
that
tell
you're
you who
talking
did.
about.
I'm gonna tell you who did. I'm gonna tell you who
Hold on,
did.
hold on, hold on,
I'm gonna
hold
tell
on,
you who
hold on,
did.
hold on.
That's not the
Hold on,
style
one
you
second.
talking
Hold
about
that
against
thought.
Floyd.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Hold on.
Hold
Get
that
that
thought.
money. Get that money. Get
Hold
that
that
money.
thought. Mike Brown, we love the love, boy. Remember too, this will be a Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup. Floyd will majority be in the high guard, not Philly shell. Just another wrinkle to think about.
Thank
Facts.
you. I didn't even think
Facts.
No,
about
that's
that.
not
But
true. That's
is
not
also
true.
You don't know
Bud
what
is
he gonna be in,
wait,
bro.
wait,
You
wait,
can't.
wait. Dungy, what you
You're
say?
not his coach.
That's not true.
You don't know
What
what
did
he
you
Floyd
gonna
went.
be
Why?
in.
Floyd. Floyd switched
Why
between the
wouldn't
high
he?
guard and listen because Floyd switched between the high guard and the Philly shell every fight.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
People
Well,
act like
well, well,
people act like Floyd was
look.
in the
I
Philly
will say
shell
this. I
all
will
fight
say this.
every fight. He never did that.
I will say
But
this, Dungy. I will say this, Dungy. When he fought Victor Ortiz, a Southpaw, he shoulder rolled the fuck out that boy. But most of the time when he fights Southpaws, the majority of the fight, he got his hands up. Like
got him in high
he got
guard.
the high guard. Because the
Mhm.
shoulder roll is more effective when you fighting somebody who fight out of the same stance as you. It's more
Yep.
effective like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your
So it's
shoulder
cool.
more aligned.
Now, we got to remember when we talk about a full southpaw fight from Bud, we talking about 147 because he been stopped switching. He been stopped
Exactly.
switching.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He been stopped switching. He been coming out southpaw and staying at southpaw, or he'll do one or two rounds at
One or two
orthodox.
rounds.
But that stopped
Mm-hmm.
at like one at the bottom of at the top of 147 and the bottom of 140. We
Exactly,
ain't seen
man.
Crawford fight. We ain't seen Crawford fight Orthodox in a long time. So if we
Yep.
talking about Pretty Boy versus Crawford, we talking about a switch hitter versus an Orthodox fighter.
Mm-hmm.
That was the switch hitting Crawford. But I just think that Floyd was a little bit too sharp for him, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
A little
bro.
too what?
A little
Sharp.
bit too sharp for him. Sharp.
Like
Like
Bang, you think
Uh,
speed.
Floyd is too sharp to
Time.
work? And this is the honest question right here. Do y'all think? And this is me not asking with no, not to try to rebuttal. This is a genuine question because I think Floyd is one of the sharpest fighters I ever saw with my own two eyes too. So that's
right.
why it's hard for me to call. But I think that just he adjusts right. But my question is, do y'all think Floyd is too sharp for Bud to where he wouldn't be able to do nothing with him? Like he wouldn't be able to figure nothing out.
no, nope. I never said that for him. No, hell no. I don't think that's the case. I think it's a great fight,
Floyd went
but
8 rounds easy.
That's what it is. It's a
I
great
think
fight.
yes.
Floyd
But
went
I
eight
think
rounds easy.
Floyd's IQ, the little separation would give Floyd the edge down the stretch. That's all I'm saying. But it would be a hell of a
And,
fight.
Yo,
and Dungy, when you say IQ, just
man.
because I want y'all to break it down, Ben, you can answer this too. But when y'all say IQ, do you mean as far as the experience fighting different fighters, or do you mean like just him knowing the game, how much he knows in the game?
What I
Well,
say?
well,
Go ahead.
it all intertwines together. See, IQ is knowing it. See, IQ. You seen what Crawford was doing last night. How he when he had his foot on the outside of Canelo foot, and it made
Mm-hmm.
Canelo lose his balance when he tried to sneak out the left side.
Yep.
That's game.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
IQ. That's knowing what to do, when to do it. It's not just defense. It's knowing where you at in the ring. It's knowing where the rope's at. It's knowing where the turnbuckle at. It's
Yes.
knowing
Yes.
it's
Good
knowing that
point,
if I
OG.
faint, it's knowing that if I faint this way, I know you gonna fall for it and then come with that punch. So now I
Yeah.
know I know to get out the way. I seen Floyd lean over. I seen Floyd lean over and put his face right in front of Cotto's glove to make him throw an uppercut, and he
So he
did
can
it. And
pull
Floyd,
counter.
Yeah.
exactly. I watched him do it. That's IQ.
And
That's
Hey,
IQ. You know
Ben,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
can I ask you
So
something, bro?
so huh?
I
Can I
also
ask you
Hold
say
on,
something?
Bud. I
hold
also
on, hold on. Let
say
me say this.
Bud. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick, Rare, to piggyback off Bang. And because Rare, you said it and Foreign said it too, that guys would have to totally switch up who they are when they fought Floyd. So Bud's greatest attribute is punching in between your shots, right? And counter punching, right?
Right.
That's his.
Floyd is
That's his second one. That's his second. That's
I
his
think
second
his best
greatest.
attribute is
That's
the
his second.
adjustments, bro. I think it's his IQ.
His
Hey,
his
hey,
what,
Ben.
what
his.
Okay,
hold on, let me finish. Hold on. So,
I'm gonna
but
tell you what his first one is.
I would say Floyd would take away Floyd could possibly take away both of those things, the punching between his shots and the countering, because we all know Floyd, unless it's absolutely open, he's only going to give you one shot at a time. But he ain't slow Canelo, it ain't wide looping shots. It's going to be that jab and get up out of there. So it would be hard for Bud to counter that, in my opinion, or to even try to punch in between it. Because Floyd ain't going to be predictable like Canelo was last night, where
And
after a while Bud was just waiting for every fucking thing. Remember the most beautiful shot of the fight to me wasn't that straight. It was when Bud got on the rope, had his back to the rope.
yes, sir.
Canelo tried to throw that wide ass hook, and Bud threw that straight right down the middle. Boom! That was the prettiest shot of the fight. What I'm saying against Floyd, you ain't gonna see that coming. He might once or twice, but he ain't. I'm saying not as much as he's seen it with Canelo. So Floyd could possibly neutralize his greatest weapon right there, just by
But
having the IQ to know what to throw and when to throw it.
but then with that being explained too, right? We gotta also take this into factor. One guy is also a knockout puncher and a great finisher. So I also think if Crawford catches Floyd, it won't be like any other guy that's catching Floyd when Floyd was caught and Floyd was able to get away. He's not gonna be able to get away, and he's touching that canvas. Like it's
Stop
Hey,
it! Stop it!
hey,
Stop it!
hold on, hold on, hold on,
we
hold
could
on,
we
hold on,
bro,
we
hold
could
on,
bro,
Foreign, hold on, Foreign,
bro,
hold on, Foreign,
bro.
please, Dungy, you gotta let me hold on, Foreign, hold on, cause Dungy cooking, but I don't want to miss my. Oh man,
Go ahead,
Dungy,
Form. Go ahead,
Dungy,
Rare.
go,
Go ahead.
hey, no, cause listen, no, cause listen, Dungy, this is what, and I agree with what you're saying, but this is the thing. Crawford's greatest attribute to me is not the counterpunch. To me, it's taking away your best, the thing that you want to do. He's coming in, taking.
Huh,
He wants to take that away. That's for one.
huh.
For two, you're saying
Like you
that the
did with the
same
right
punches.
hands.
You you saying you saying that you saying that he Canelo's greatest punch is not the right hand, bro.
Yeah, it's that left hook.
Right,
It's
he
that left
was
hook.
getting
It's
hit
the
with
left
the
hook.
right
It's
hand.
That's
I
a
didn't say
fact.
it
And
wasn't.
he
the
took that
left
I
hook.
away.
said it was his
It's
best
the
punch.
left hook.
I just said
It's
right
the left
hand.
No,
hook.
It was the right
It's
Canelo
the
ain't
hand.
land
left
that
hook.
left
I
hook
just
at
told you
all.
why. I just
He ain't
told
land
you
that left
why.
hook at
And
all.
thank you. That's one. For Madrimov, honestly, if people don't understand, they ever watch Madrimov, his greatest punch is actually the stab to the body, that jab to the body. He took that completely away, and he was getting caught with the right because that's what he gave them.
No. Hold on, Rare. Even to your point, like Bang always say, and Madrimov never fought the way he fought Bud ever before that.
Ever.
He only
He
had
he
10
throws
fucking
he
fights.
throws he throws 100. He throws 40 to 50 punches a round, and that boy was scared to throw
facts.
one punch. People again, he takes away. So that's his greatest ability. But I'm gonna get back to the Floyd point real quick because you kept
Uh-huh.
saying like Floyd, he wouldn't catch Floyd that way, and I understand that, and Bud knows that too. That's why I'm saying we are underestimating Bud's IQ. It would be a jab
That's
Boys
party.
like you was
It
higher,
would
bro.
be it would be a jab party
We're bad as
if
a
if if
boxer,
Floyd if
and your
Floyd
uncle is a boxer, and your other uncle's
and
a
Bud.
boxer. Your
All right,
IQ
bro.
process is gonna speed
Hey,
up.
reform. You got to do something with your mic, bro. No disrespect. Your shit
Yeah,
sound
Please.
bro. You sound
crazy,
you sound like a
bro.
robot, bro. You
Your shit
sound like a
sound
robot, bro.
crazy, for
And
real.
and you cutting me off, bro. I just want to say,
We trying to
Dungy, like
hear you.
to answer your point though, Dungy. Like for
We
real.
trying to listen.
He
Like,
said you cutting me off, though, bro.
hey,
But
listen,
go ahead,
you
Rare.
Dungy, to answer your point, like
what I'm saying is that like I agree with that, but it would be a jab and straight party for a while if they fought each other because they will be
Yeah.
trying to figure each other out so much. So Crawford not going to sit there and be throwing. Crawford don't come out just throwing combos like we acting like them two fighting each other. It would be a lot of jabs. If Floyd coming at high guard, Floyd Crawford gonna do what he did the first round with Canelo as far or with a lot of people. His jab and we're not talking about his jab is one of his best punches as well. He has a
Thank
hard
you.
jab. And we're not talking about that more. He's going to be trying to jab in between that high guard as well. He's going to sit there and be jabbing there and then once to the body. He's going to be doing so now. And then Floyd going to try to start dipping that joint. He's going to try to back it and then throw it right. And then Crawford, we not understand. Crawford also when Crawford throw the left down and he put his glove up to his hand and he be catching that right. We act like Bud don't got the same type of defensive ability. It just
He
looks
don't
different.
defensive ability?
He
Yes,
does.
yes,
Foreign. You talking
yes.
about somebody who's the least hit man in the history of boxing, bro. And
No,
you're
I'm
just saying
not.
somebody is as good.
I said
Yo.
defensive ability, Dungeon. I didn't say that his defense is his defense. Let me be clear. Bud's defense is not is not better than Floyd's at all. That's not what
It's
I'm
not. It's
saying.
not better.
But what I'm saying, his counter ability, as far as how he does not get hit with shots, he catches shots. He catches shots. I don't want to say better than Floyd, but he catches shots. He uses his catching and shooting more than Floyd do. Floyd
That's a
uses more
fact.
to
That's a
catch and
fact.
shoot off
That's
the
a
roll
fact.
and the shoulder roll,
He
and then
is
counter
better
it back. So what I'm
at
saying is,
catching and
when it comes
shooting.
to Bud, Bud does it too, but Bud does it different where because Bud takes different angles to punch you. That means if he's using Bud, if Bud's using a stab to the body, and he know that left is coming, he put his hand to the top to the top of his head, and he's blocking that. That's the same as Floyd standing tall and throwing a straight right to the top and then shoulder roll. It's the same thing. It just looks different. So Bud shit, you gotta stop and rewind it and slow that bitch down. You be like, damn, he fucking he threw that here and then poured it over here. You be like, yo, you gotta slow his shit down.
And you know
And
what?
you look
You know
at
what,
where
Ruger? You breaking something
you
down,
see
right?
it.
You breaking something down because see, Dungy, I was agreeing with you, right? But the reason why I really can't even give him the IQ edge that much with so much with so much of a difference is because the type of shit that Bud was doing last night. Like if you watch the fight, the reason why Canelo got discouraged mainly was because he started to notice Bud was catching the shot on his hip. He was letting him hit him on the hip
Yes.
and coming with the shot to the body. Like,
Man,
bro, just
Canelo
little
got
shit
frustrated
like
because
that.
he realized he was too goddamn slow. Bud was punching in between his shit. There was
No,
nothing he could do.
but isn't that IQ?
Yeah, but you're using that to say he would beat Floyd. Like Floyd didn't do Canelo the same way when he was younger and faster.
He
No,
did.
I'm not using that to say he would beat Floyd. I'm using that to say the defensive IQ difference isn't that large as you're trying to make it.
No,
It's not as
no, it
wide as
is.
you're
Hold
trying to
on,
make
watch
it.
this, Ford.
It
Watch this,
kind of
Ford.
is. It kind of is.
Ford, do you not think Bud watched that Floyd versus Canelo fight 100 times?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Come
Absolutely.
on. All right
Hell
then,
yeah.
bro. This is the nigga who originated the game plan to beat this nigga.
Absolutely. And
Facts.
that's also and
When
that's
hey, Bank,
I
when
would
there
agree,
wasn't
right?
one. When there wasn't a
Hold on,
game
Dungy.
plan.
Listen, Dungy, listen.
fact.
Facts.
Dungy, listen. I would agree, right?
Fact.
But the first thing you started off saying when you compare the fights between the two, between the three, I mean, is you said that Floyd was getting hit more. The reason why Floyd was getting hit less. My bad. The reason why Floyd was getting hit less was because Bud fought a completely different game plan.
No. Hold on, Ford. That wasn't me. Because once again, I feel like there was nothing better Bud could have did last night. He didn't get hit too much to me. So that might not have been me. That might have been
Oh, okay,
Reform.
my
I'm
bad,
serious. Because I definitely don't think he
Hey,
got hit too much.
my
That
bad.
shit was
hey,
Ford. Listen, I'm gonna say it again. I think y'all misconstrued. That shit Bud did last night, nigga. God is my witness, my son to tell you. I woke that nigga up and stood up all 12 rounds. That shit was a masterpiece, bro. I don't got
Facts.
no complaints about last night. That shit was beautiful, bro. There's nothing I can say about last night. Nothing.
Dungy.
Yo,
Dungy. You want to know why it was a masterpiece? Because he watched Floyd.
Yep.
He seen that he could do all the things that he could do when it was people on here before the fight saying that he couldn't do that. Like, let's be clear. It was people on the channel, in the chat or whatever that was saying that he couldn't, that Bud could not do that because y'all underestimated his defense. Y'all underestimated that though, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all still underestimating his defense because he's not known because how he attacked. But y'all was saying he could not put the same type of game plan in.
No,
Everybody
no,
saying
no. Hold on. The only thing I
he don't
worried
fight
about
like
for
that.
him, the only thing I worried about for him was, and I agree with
No,
you.
that's
You ain't
It's
rare.
wrong.
real
That's
A
rare.
lot of
rare.
people did. A
It's
lot of
real
people
rare.
didn't
It's
know
real
that.
rare. It's real
The
rare.
only, I mean, rare. My fault. The
Yup.
only thing I was worried about with Bud is when everybody that has fought him, and Hank Lundy said the same thing. If Canelo catches him, Bud gonna want to get it back. And listen, that's the only thing I was worried about. I thought Bud would get, if he got caught, he would, because Bud obviously don't like to be embarrassed. If a crowd oohing all against Bud, Bud want to fuck you up immediately. That's what I
Right.
was worried about. I thought at some point he would try to go toe to toe and Canelo possibly catch him. Like the only thing part of the fight I was worried about last night was when Canelo picked him up. I said, Bud, about to fuck, he about to throw it all away. I panicked. I just knew it. I'm for real. I just knew. I said, man, I know because if you remember, go look at it. When
He
Canelo put
gonna
him
get it back
down,
on the corner.
he like rolled his eyes and everything. Like all this nigga trying to bitch me. And I
But
was
he
like,
did do
Bud,
it
no.
though. But he did get it back in blood. The next two rounds, when he clenched up on him on purpose and kept moving him and kept
Yeah,
turning
it
him
was
over to
throwing
the
to the
ropes.
ropes. It was throwing.
He was
Yeah, that's a
uh-huh.
fact. That's a fact.
hmm
That's a fact.
hmm
But I thought he was going to stand there and lose the game plan. That's all I was worried about with Bud. Everything he did, I honest to God felt like he could do. I just like everybody else. I was worried if Canelo caught him clean. If Canelo caught him
Yeah,
clean, how would it go? And then, like I said, I thought when he did catch him clean, how is Bud gonna react as far as not being hurt and being wobbled, but is he gonna try to immediately try to get his head back in there and try to? But he fought the perfect fight to me. To say he ran, no, like Bane said, he did it smart. That nigga came out. I'm gonna move a little bit, burn this nigga legs. Then I'm gonna sit down once I know he tired, and I feel the steam off them punches. I'm gonna sit down and fuck him up, and that's what he did.
hmm hmm And nobody, and you right, but nobody took into account what would happen if, and that's what I was saying. What would happen if he counter? I knew he was gonna catch him in between his shit though. I kept saying, I'm like, yo, he's going to catch him when he throw that open, that little looping left hook. And don't get me wrong, I honestly thought he was gonna catch him with the. I knew he was catching with the left, with the cross left, but I think he was catching with the uppercut too. I thought that was the one that was going to really put him out. I think he put him maybe a little bit at the end with one and two, but that was nothing that. And I thought he was going to time him a little bit better, but he couldn't. I know he was trying to time me, but Canelo, and I give Canelo credit too. Like you really can't time how quick he throw that joint. You could only try to catch and
Right.
shoot it. You cannot. I honestly, I envision Crawford like catching him while he throwing that joint, but you can't, bro. Like he throw that joint too good, and the angle that he get across the throw it, you really can't. You really can't catch him in between that joint.
Bro, last night was like four, and that's one thing we agreed with tonight. Bud knew he won that fight in like round two. From what I saw, that his
Hell
whole
yeah.
like Bang said, coming out, he made me a little nervous because to me, Bud did have a nervous after he shook his arms out in the ring when he actually got in the corner. I was like, nah, I ain't really like the look he had. But man, once like literally to me, round two, it was like, yo. And that's what made me, hey, Bang, real quick. That's what pissed me off about my boy Mel. Because Mel, just like Bud, saw every fucking thing Canelo was throwing. He wouldn't let his hands go like Bud did. That was the only
He
difference.
froze
But
up. He froze up.
once Bud seen everything coming, I was like, yeah, this bitch over. Like, there's no way he's gonna catch Bud because Bud seen everything coming.
hmm Listen, Dodge it, and you're right. Look, that's all facts. But look, I was telling people that I already told people like you talking about he won it. He knew he won it in the 3 rounds. Bud knew he won it. I keep telling people, Bud Ben knew he won that fight, bro. I was saying before the fight started, Bud was already up. He was already up 4-1. And what I mean by that is, I real shit, bro. I watch press conferences, like even the press conference,
Hmm.
everything. Canelo won the first one. You could say he kind of won the first one because he turned around first, and everybody, like, all right, cool. Canelo got that. That next one, he pressed up on Canelo. That was 1-1. Then at the weigh-in, when they was looking at each other, Canelo kept trying to shake his hand. He kept looking at him in his eyes. Canelo turned first, and then Bud turned, and then Canelo shook his hand. Canelo extended his hand and had to shake his hand, and then Bud was like, because Bud wasn't really even on that. Just like in the ring, he did the same thing in the ring when at the little headbutt joint. Canelo tried to do that. Bud was right back at it. He didn't want none of that, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Bud already knew. Bud was already ahead of him before the fight started, bro.
Hey,
People,
Rare,
Facts. That's what
I'm
I said.
telling
The
you.
same shit.
when I really knew it was over, Rare. After Canelo had, buddy, do you remember what Canelo said to him?
What'd he
Who,
say?
Canelo?
Yeah, you remember what Canelo said to Bud?
What'd he say?
Hey, Bang, my son pointed it out, and you know, Cuz only 10. He said, Dad, it's over. Canelo walked up to him and said, sorry, buddy. I
Yeah,
said,
he
what
said
the
that. He was like,
fuck?
my bad.
Bang, he said,
Oh
sorry,
man,
buddy.
Hey, I thought
Hey,
I was tripping. I saw him post.
no,
He was like,
Rare, that's what you
I
talking about when he tried to shake his hand. He walked up to him,
after
yeah.
he
put his
headbutted
hand,
him.
yeah, he put his hand out after the ref told him to come back. He put his hand out and said, sorry, buddy. I was like, oh, this cat really scared of Bud now.
that's
Like
crazy.
he
Cause you know I got
really
my,
knew what was up.
Yo,
when I be podcasting, I can't have that volume up. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah, man. Go back
yo,
and watch. That
that's
nigga said
crazy.
sorry, buddy.
Hey, Dungeon, I ain't hear. That's crazy. I ain't hear him say that, but like I said, I've been knew it was a rap from that. But again, I always, bro, it takes me back to what I've been saying about before the fight when I said it's no different than Tank. It was no different than Tank and Roach. If you look at all the fight, bro, Tank respected these fighters be knowing when they look them in the eyes,
Yeah,
they
that's a
know.
fact. That's a fact.
Tank was respecting Roach too much the whole time. Yes, you know him. Yes, you familiar, but he also knew. He knew what was up. Tank. The one thing I don't care what people say about Tank. One thing about Tank, Tank ain't never lied, bro. When I talk about what he be saying,
Oh,
wait, hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Let me tell you what I mean. I'm talking about as far as when he's in the fight with someone, like he's on that press conference with the fight with somebody. When he say, "I'm gonna knock you out," or "It's too early," or he respects somebody, he be
So this is
yo,
happening, bro.
he be saying it. That's all I'm saying. That nigga be
oh,
saying it,
word.
bro.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about. Yeah. I'm talking about when he's in that fight in the with somebody and stuff he said. All that he he be keeping it real. He say the shit too early, it's too early. He say he gonna knock you out, it's too early. That shit with Roach was all respect, and I'm like, yeah, he know what's up. Canelo ain't never trying to reach his hand out to people the way he did with Bud, bro.
No,
He
hell
Facts.
knew what
no.
was up, bro. He knew what was up, and he kept trying to extend his hand to him, and he looked away first, and he shook his hand out. I said, yo, he know what's up. He know what's up.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. I kept saying in the live yesterday, Bud a fucking gangster. Bud's a gangster. Like, hey, Ford, I'm gonna say it again. Don't get it fucked up. I'm not saying Floyd to just dominate Bud. Hell no, bro. I just feel like I said, I just feel like down the stretch. Damn, they both can make multiple adjustments though. But I just feel like down the
That's what I'm
stretch.
saying. That's what I'm trying to
That's
tell
what
Hey,
you.
it
hey,
just hit me.
Dungy,
It just
Dungy,
hit me.
Dungy,
Go ahead.
Dungy.
Go ahead.
That's why I just started saying less, bro. Because if you actually think about that shit, it's like that's why when I first said it and I first was hearing y'all, I was irate, right? But I actually started to hear, and like I just put on Floyd against McDonough. I'm like, damn, bro, like I can't even call it, bro. Like just that's why I don't want to compare them two, bro.
You
But
can't, man.
I just feel like one fighter was after one thing and one fighter proved he was after the other thing. And
Facts.
that's the
Hold on, hold
difference
on,
for
hold on.
me.
Y'all ain't gonna like this. Y'all ain't gonna like this. Y'all ain't gonna like this. But I gotta say it, babe. But I still feel like I gotta get a Floyd that edge to Floyd because of this. Let's not forget Floyd fought and beat the most world champions in the history of the sport, right? Bud's
Okay.
two biggest wins is against guys that Floyd would dust off and did dust off just as easy. Bud wasn't tested as much as Floyd. I gotta say that though, y'all. I got to.
Facts.
Dungy,
Bud ain't
I could
got no
agree with
Miguel
that.
Cotto's or Pacquiao's or. I'm just
Dungy,
saying.
I could agree, right? I could agree he wasn't tested more, but I think you could agree that he was ducked more.
No, not more.
All right.
That's
Yes.
not foreign. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. No,
Yes.
foreign.
Come
Listen,
on, Dungy.
but ain't no Oscar De La Hoya in his prime duck
But how do
Bud
we
like he did Floyd.
wait, wait,
These
wait,
niggas
wait,
was
wait,
ducking
Dungy,
Floyd in their
Dungy,
prime,
Dungy,
bro. 28 years
Dungy,
old,
you know
bro.
why the resume? You wanna know why I don't want to bring in resumes, bro? Because Bud is in the era after the Floyd effect.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
What
hold on,
that
Durant.
mean though? What
So
that mean though?
hold on, Dungy. So it's
Uh huh.
different, right? After Floyd, motherfuckers is after the money, so we don't know if a De La Hoya would have ever been made because so many motherfuckers is after money
That's a
that
fact,
nobody ever
bro.
wanted to mix it up to even test Terrence
That's a
Crawford.
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
That's why I say
That's
fact.
he
why I don't
needs
want
to
to even
go to
bring in
What you
school.
resumes,
think,
bro.
bang?
I
Bang,
think I
And
if
think
that's
you
why I
give
Bob
say,
don't
bang,
and
believe,
that's
bro.
bang, you
that's
give
why
him
me,
that one,
Dungy.
bang.
Bob ain't
Hold on,
believe,
Dungy.
bro.
That's
He
why
ain't want
me,
to sit
I'm
that
not
money
bringing in
out.
resumes.
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold
bringing
on,
in
hold on.
IQ.
That boy was
I'm just
rough.
trying to bring in style for style. If you
He was
match
rough.
them up on the night, because if we looking at the resumes, it's hard to judge resumes because Bud is in the era after the Mayweather effect,
No, but
after
he
all of that
wasn't
shit.
though. But he wasn't though. 135,
Ah,
140. Hold on, I'm saying 135, 140. He's in the Mayweather era though.
They won.
but under the Mayweather shadow.
Right, but I'm saying what I'm saying is that didn't stop him from getting those fights at 35 and 40. He,
But the reason why I even give Floyd the nod at 35 is because at 35 Crawford wasn't in prime shape.
no, that's what I said. Remember I said that earlier. But Bud wasn't at his strongest at 35.
But
So
so that, exactly, so that's what I'm saying. So at 35 and 40 he wasn't in prime shape. At 40, I mean at 40 he was at the end towards at 40 once he became undisputed and he became a made man. But but at 40 and 47 towards those later years, that's the after effect of the Mayweather effect where motherfuckers is just chasing a bag. So hell yeah, motherfuckers is protecting the O, niggas is, promotional companies, niggas is
who's doing
across
that
the
though?
street all of a
You
sudden.
I know you ain't trying to say Floyd started that though, right? For
No. I'm not saying he started that, but he
okay,
but
word.
he enhanced it. He enhanced it
No. How when he fought and beat more world champions than anybody in the history of the sport? You got hold on.
he
Let
was
me
known
make
for
this point.
timing.
Wow.
Niggas,
My bad,
hold
my
on.
bad.
Niggas like Sugar Ray Robinson had 200 fights, and he didn't beat more world champions than Floyd did in 50 fights. So we gotta stop acting like Floyd was this cherry picker. He fought the best in less fights than everybody. Fucking George Foreman had 80 fights, bro, and he didn't fight or beat more world champions than Floyd did in 50. We gotta stop with this illusion bro, that was mainstream media that hates Floyd that started that whole, oh, he fought guys at the right time. Hold on, how? When he was, bro, he was
Ah,
he was 14 years older than fucking Canelo. Since when is being younger than a nigga in boxing a disadvantage?
Right.
Dungy, come on, bro.
I'm asking you.
Experience.
He
I heard
talking,
somebody
baby.
say, bro, I heard somebody say the other day, so we're supposed to believe, but the older, smaller fighter is going to beat Canelo. But it's a negative when Floyd is the older guy? Like, what? Floyd don't get credit. Bro, but that's what I'm saying. We got to quit doing that because then you could take away. Because look, this is what they trying to do. They said when Canelo lost to Floyd, he was he lost because he was too young. He was too green. Now they're trying to hit us with the bullshit. Well, in dog years, Canelo's 120 years old. So now they're going to try to tell you he only lost to Bud because he's old.
That's
When
a fact.
really, he was the young man against Floyd and he was the younger man against Bud. That's what I'm saying. So we can't use one argument to down talk one fighter because it ends up fucking up the whole scene. No, Canelo got his ass whooped by two smaller, better equipped, more skilled black niggas. Period. But I'm just saying, bro. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Floyd fought and beat more world champions, bro. The only one, man, you correct me if I'm wrong. The only one that he was older, well, two that he was older than that he fought was Sugar Shane and fucking Oscar. Everybody else, he was the older guy that he beat. So
Facts.
how are y'all saying timing? Because Floyd was out of his prime when he fought him too.
Facts.
Dungy. I agree with that, right? But we can't, like, honestly, I don't even like people bringing up that accolade of saying that, right? Because if that's the case, plenty of other guys beat former world champions. It's not like your
No,
boy
no, no, no,
took
no.
it's not like he took the most straps.
He did.
No, he did though. He did though.
He
Forward, that's what
did.
I'm saying, bro. He did. He did. Bro, again, Canelo has almost 70 fights, and he still, bro, is like 8, 9 champions away from Floyd. And he's up 20, he's almost up 20 fights on Floyd, bro. That's what I'm saying. You gotta give Floyd his credit for that. That's unbelievable, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but look. With that being said, fellas, I gotta go eat. Get
For
myself
sure.
ready, man. Hey, man, I love all y'all, man. This shit is it's always a great time.
For
I
sure.
appreciate y'all for pulling up the Sunday dinner. Everybody that's if it's your first time, man, just stay tuned, man. We do
Pulling your
different
stuff in the
shit,
trunk.
man. But
It don't matter, bro.
huh?
No, you good, bro. My fault, man. You good.
Hey,
Yeah,
all right
nah, I
then,
was
bang
saying.
man.
Hey, yeah, nah, I was saying, man, we love the love, man. I appreciate
Yes,
all
sir.
y'all pulling up, man. Y'all know what it is. Fighting Words with Bang, Sunday dinner, the smoke show. Everybody, man. We got more to come, man. Stay in tune, man.
For sure.
We love the
Hey,
love,
Rare,
man.
Hey,
forward. Y'all have a
Bang,
great week,
appreciate
fellas.
you. Yeah. Hey, Bang, appreciate
Oh,
you getting me on this joint, bro. Appreciate it. Dungy, you
man,
already
I
know, bro.
appreciate.
Hey, I got that answer for you too, bro. Real shit.
Next time, bro. I'll see you again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
forward, have a
appreciate
good
it.
one, bro. You know it's all love, young buck.
Yeah.
Y'all be good, man.
All right.
Timboski. All right.